guys, good morning. I just wanted to wish you guys a happy Wednesday.
Let's get the show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
6.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh yeah, good morning. Welcome to your Wednesday. We are Klein Allie Show KROQ. My name's Klein. That is Allie.
Morning.
Jake the nerd over there. DJ Omar Khan, the audio sniper.
Hello.
The one and only, of course, in the back room taking the calls. You got Postmaster Johnny. Technically did graduate from college, although if you listen to the show, you won't believe it. And there she is, producer Vanessa, surviving her first tsunami. And boy, she is freaked out.
Stayed up all night.
All night. She only fell asleep just long enough to have that dream where she was jumping over buildings. And then...
Must feel very powerful when you're 4'9", is it?
Oh, man. She claims she's 5. You're not 5 feet, right, Vanessa?
I'm for 11 and a half.
Right. It's the same pull, the same little move I try to pull.
You're almost 5 feet or almost 6 feet. You're really into those half inches.
Hey, Paula.
Yes.
You're going to a pool party tomorrow at Morongo with KROQ and Almost Monday, the band, all right?
Oh my gosh, no way, thank you so much.
Hey, enjoy yourself. Give away a few tickets.
See you at the Dupe End.
We'll see you in the Dupe End. That's what the kids like to say, right? In the Dupe End right there. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. It's happening tomorrow. I think you can still sign up, I guess, but Postmaster Johnny will be there, and we'll be giving away tickets for that throughout the morning. Lots to get into. I don't know why, but we'll save it, Allie, but there's some updates, very exciting updates, as to which celebrity fridge you and I could be going into.
Oh, yeah, there were a lot of suggestions happening, but Vanessa kind of briefed us, but I don't know a lot of the specifics.
There are goat line calls about it. There are DMs about it, and I had no idea that our audience was so well connected with real and also barely there celebrities. So I'm excited, and I think
it just proves that celebrity means different things to different people.
Oh, it sure does.
Hence how I feel about Joshua Jackson.
Yeah.
He's an A-lister to me.
And he has not reached out yet. No connection to Joshua Jackson, which would be Allie's dream refrigerator to go inside of. And a lot of people asking us when we go inside of the celebrity fridges to bring back this bit, are we excited about actually meeting the celebrity or potentially getting good food in their fridge? I would argue if they have good food, I wasn't planning on eating their food, but I would love to do that if they have good food, the good leftovers.
I mean, it would be nice to have the rest of somebody's meal that's famous that cooked it themselves. Or, equally, here's how my chef prepared our dinner last night, but I had late filming or whatever and I couldn't eat it. Have this Chilean sea bass, please.
This is someone's theory on the celebrity fridge, whatever the hell they called it on Kevin and Bean. I don't know. Omar, was there a name for that bit, or was it just
celebrity refrigerator? That's
celebrity refrigerator? We're not going to change the name, Allie. What's the point? This person, this person thinks that this is what we should do instead.
Sweet knockers, Purple Cody. Hey, so instead of doing this regurgitated fridge bit that you're just stealing from Kevin Ryder, how about you modify it a little bit? Instead of Allie and Klein going in, you guys send Jake and Moist Joyce to go taste the food and specifically any leftovers they have.
Ooh.
Come on, let's make this as gross as possible. We need more joy.
All right, well, I don't know if celebrities would open up their homes and their refrigerators to Jake the Nerd and Moist Joyce.
Smell my fridge with Moist Joyce.
Oh, God.
She just smells your fridge and rates the smell.
I like celebrity pit stops. I mean, that's a funny idea.
Oh my God!
But we already have our lane for Joyce Moyes. Let's not exploit her. Okay, this is KROQ. We are Klein Allie Show. Good morning. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show, and if you need us, remember these numbers. You could use them all show long. Want to win Disneyland tickets? Hopefully you listen to everything we say on the show, because everything we say starting now could be a clue, could result in you answering questions at the end of the show to win yourself 4 tickets to Disneyland. Remember the numbers, 800-520-1067.
I have a huge problem in my house, and I blame Blind Charlie for this. Yes, he is my sugar daddy, and he also, I think, is Vanessa's sugar daddy at this point, because he did bring a gift for her at the Randy's Donuts thing.
Okay, this guy is loaded. I'm telling you, this guy's a millionaire.
We have a blind billionaire that listens to this show.
He was like, pass this on to Vanessa. She's my girl.
What did he give her? A card?
He didn't say that. Did he say she's my girl?
No, I made that part up. But he did give her, I think, a sizable Starbucks card.
Allie, you know how in the Squid Game show, they've got those really rich people that kind of sit behind the scenes with the masks on, and they basically let all the clowns kill each other for their own amusement?
That's Charlie.
That's Charlie with us.
But he doesn't need a mask because he's blind.
He's blind, or at least he's fake blind. Maybe he's not even really blind, but I think like he's always trying to he's using
keeping our palms greased.
But also he also is looking at us like we're a bunch of clowns for his amusement, and you think he's got
we are.
I'll dance for you.
Yeah.
You think he has your back. It's so funny. You think he's your sugar daddy because he gave you a Nintendo Switch, which I know is leading to a huge issue for you.
It's tearing my family apart.
But before you get to that, listen to this, because just when you think he's got your back and he's your sugar daddy, he has come through in the clutch for us yet again.
So I forgot that Allie is susceptible to peer pressure, just like 500 Friday, 500 Friday. She just needs a good theme or a good reason. So let's get hooked up with Special Olympics and find out how much we need to raise for her to...
This is about shaving your head.
Chrome that dome. Chrome that dome. Come on, everybody, join in. Call in. Leave messages on the go line. Chrome that dome.
Okay.
Chrome that dome.
Charlie!
Yeah,
So
rhymes.
already,
He really just wants to laugh at you guys.
yeah, he just
I think
wants to
he's
laugh
just giving
at
us stuff to create content for himself.
Yeah, it's just for him.
He's
And-
like, this will tear the family apart.
And he knows how much you don't want to shave your head, but it did come up as an idea. And he's saying now we'll include a charity element, and we'll see what your price is, and we'll start the chant, Chrome that dome, just like whatever you guys
Well,
yelled at me.
because he knows that's what convinced you to pierce your nipple was, it's for charity. It's for charity will make people do things that they never intended on doing just because of guilt.
So what's your number for charity?
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
Come on.
What's
Come
the,
on, think about the children.
Yeah, crumb the dome. It rhymes.
Screw the children.
That doesn't rhyme.
that doesn't rhyme at all.
Chrome that dome.
I mean, there's a blind guy who's laughing at you.
Do you know how many years I would have to grow back my hair if I shaved it right now?
So?
I don't know.
Like a year.
No, it wouldn't be a year. It would be
year and a
multiple years.
You're
you
not-
guys.
Let's find out.
You would be such a better lesbian with a shaved head. Like you're
that
right
is
now,
true.
you're like a run of the
Yeah,
mill.
you'd be a hot lesbian.
You could pass right now for just like an ugly
I would
straight
be
girl.
hotter if I shaved my head.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
not speaking the truth.
Yeah, you would be.
No, I wouldn't.
You know that hat you wear, that ridiculously big hat on you?
It
that
would
looks
look
huge?
even bigger. I
No.
would look like a cancer survivor.
You could hide under the hat, though. That's my point.
So less of me, the better.
So Charlie is, as you know, is leading to. He's responsible for so much conflict on the show, and he's not trying to be. He's just trying to be, I think, a friend of the show. But he gave you a very generous gift, an unnecessarily generous gift.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you get things like that and bring them home, they become not yours very quickly. I am now the only person in my house not playing Nintendo Switch. I've played twice since I've gotten it. I played Mario Kart with myself once and against Katie once. And every single time I check my email in the morning, I'm getting another alert from Nintendo saying that I've purchased a new bundle.
Damn.
And now Katie is. We had to have a sit down and be like, okay, my kid is 3. He doesn't necessarily need to be getting a Nintendo Switch habit under his belt at this point. So we're going to limit it to little puzzle games that are very simple. He needs to be supervised. You got to do it with him. And we're not going to play video games in front of our kid. And what happened last night when I got home? Katie is finishing Aladdin because she's downloaded all these throwback games. And she is playing it in front of him, but trying to make it this interactive activity where it's fun to watch Mama play video games. And I'm like, what are you doing here? We already decided that we're not doing this. Wow. And it ended up being a huge argument in our house because not only am I not playing it, we're breaking the rules that we set about the screen time because video games are fun. And at the end of the day, she just wanted to play and was trying to justify it by bringing him into it.
In general.
It's an interactive mommy-son activity.
Right. Screen time rules never hold. It's impossible. There's too much good stuff on screens. So if you try to put any sort of screen time rule in effect, it's not happening.
Well, and then as soon as it
What are
was
you
like,
talking about?
Not happening.
When you tell your children, okay, you got a half hour left on your laptop or device or whatever, they don't abide by that rule?
Nope. Could be.
You don't just rip it away from their hands?
No, I say 5 more minutes.
Nah.
He's not strong enough.
5 more
I
minutes.
just kick him in the shins and he goes, ow!
It's a lot of 5 more minutes. That goes on for about 3-4 hours.
Oh, my God.
5 more minutes.
Yeah, but then when you actually do take it away, like yesterday, it was time for dinner, wanted to take it away, and he had a fit. And I'm like, this is one of those signs that this is not a healthy relationship with a screen.
Right.
And she was like, well, you're overreacting. I was like, I'm not overreacting. This is something that is a problem now. There's a switch problem.
Sounds like
the earlier you deal with this,
Yeah.
the easier it's going to be down the road.
Exactly.
So you need to deal with this right now.
You got to set it up. This is a very important, crucial, clutch moment in parenting at this moment.
I've accepted the fact that screens are our overlord. You own us. Screens. We are your
it
underlings.
doesn't have to be that way,
We
man.
salute you, screens. I will always bow down to the great screens.
No, dude. You're supposed to have healthy, interactive play with your child and be present for them. And they learn through you. If they're seeing you on a screen all the time, then they're like, oh, I guess this is how I'm supposed to connect with a screen.
Allie, listen. I understand that you and your wife are going to fight. You're going to find things to fight about. The Switch is just the latest thing. But look, it took her attention away from her stupid tap dancing, so I feel like it's a win for you already because she's doing less tapping.
Actually, I do have to pick the lesser of two evils.
And I hate to bring
and
this...
she is almost through Aladdin. She's at Jafar's level, which is a tough level.
I don't want to bring this back to you shaving your head, but Hillary has something to add to this conversation. She's on the phone right now. Hi, Hillary.
Hey, Allie. Hey, you guys used to play me. I'm the one that said, hey, guys, just finished my chemo treatment.
Oh.
It doesn't take that long. I was fully bald, and it only takes about a year and a half.
There we go.
That's what I said.
My hair is to my shoulders.
Chrome that dome. Chrome that dome.
Okay, but what about the awkward phases? Did you have wigs, or what did you do in the interim
No,
there?
I just wore, cute little caps, or I just,
There's no
stuck
cute
it
little
up and
caps
walked
for me.
around.
No,
Yeah,
so, Allie, you're
but-
talking to a cancer survivor right now. A legitimate cancer survivor.
I'm telling you, just based on her voice, she would look hotter bald than me. If she can just get away with a cute little cap and look cute, that's fine for her. But I'm going to look very weird.
Hillary, I know.
but we're doing it for cancer.
We're doing it for
What?
cancer.
Now we're doing
Think
it for
about
cancer?
Hillary.
I thought we were doing it for
Cancer.
special needs kids.
Think about the cancer kids, Allie.
Think about the
cancer
cancer
kids now?
Think about the cancer kids.
What, are we going to do special cancer kids now?
They're going to make a song for it.
Yeah, how many things are we just going to bundle together? All of the disabilities and problems?
Hey, Hillary
Why do
gets
you
it.
hate the children?
I don't hate children.
Damn, Allie.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop for.
I want to be a part of it.
Get lost in Times Square. Get cast in a Broadway musical you didn't audition for. All while folding a slice and standing in line for a $12 bagel when you see 9 Inch Nails in New York. Hail the cab at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to score tickets to their sold-out show at the Kia Forum on September 18th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in New York. Courtesy of Live Nation and ICLG. You'll come see us, 9 Inch Nails, at the Forum, only on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ.
What's up? It's Allie from KROQ. And right now you can save... it's funny you mentioned how everybody universally loves breasts because even straight women love to look at and compliment or comment on each other's breasts. And I saw that firsthand over the weekend. I did like a friend spa day thing for my birthday. It's what everybody said they wanted. And I was like, we could do all these other things that are more affordable. And they were like, nope, we want to do a spa day. So
What does that mean? You went to a hotel?
yeah, it's like one of those things where you go to the hotel and then you buy a treatment and then they let
you
you
use
have
the whole facilities?
Yeah, you can use the sauna, the steam room, the cold plunge. I did my
Wait,
first.
was this for your birthday?
Yes.
And you did what everybody else wanted to do?
Yeah, because I didn't want to.
Allie's a sucker. Grade A sucker.
Man, Allie, you
Grade A
gotta
sucker.
start kind of like putting yourself first in these situations.
No, I don't need to do
Nope,
that.
she won't do that. She should do that because also it's like a big birthday for you, milestone birthday for
Yeah,
you.
and I don't want to be like, this is what we're doing, and then if people don't
Why
want to
not?
do it because I want
Well,
everyone
if people
to
don't
enjoy
want to do it,
themselves.
then that's fine. They don't have to join you, but you should do what you enjoy doing.
I'm too afraid no one will show up, Omar.
Man,
That's so sad.
Crazy.
That is so sad. I mean, really, it is that you have to do something to try to just get people to go there.
I can't have fun knowing that other people didn't want to do that thing.
Because
I want
you know
to
how
make
much
sure
you know
everybody
how
wants
much you
to do
resent it, right? You know how angry you are when you're at something, even if it's celebrating a friend, because it was this huge inconvenience financially or otherwise.
But then you're not having a good time.
No.
So
I
you're
wanted
getting
to do it. I presented a few options. I said, we could do so. I forget what the other options were now, but they all said we want to do the spa day option. That's all what we want. And I was like, great. So I have no problem doing it.
Okay.
It was just expensive. It happened to be a place where it's like a lot for one treatment. But anyway, we get into the locker room area, and I kind of realized when we get in there, I'm like, whoa, some of these people have been my friends for decades, and I've never seen them naked.
Right.
And now I'm in a situation where we are all in the same locker room with friends and family members, and we're all about to get naked. What are we going to do?
Anywhere to hide, or was it one of those kind of big, everyone's kind of changing in the same exact spot?
Yeah, the locker rooms were all in the same spot. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, go to a bathroom or to a shower, but then you're the weird person who's leaving to change.
Was your hot sister there?
No, I don't.
Oh, man.
I didn't get a look at those.
Total letdown. I already lost interest in the story, to be honest. I checked
my
out.
hot cousin with beautiful implants, she was there.
Good.
So anyway,
Coco?
yes,
Coco.
that's right.
Shout out Coco.
So we decide we're going to go in the sauna first, then the steam room, then we're going to go into the pool. It was going to be like a round robin.
No
that we just
bathing,
kept
no
doing.
bathing suits, just like towels.
So
and...
I was like, my options are I could just do the robe
Yeah.
with nakedness underneath.
Mhm.
Then I could go swimsuit, but then I'm getting all sweaty in my swimsuit. Or I could go towel with nothing. So everybody kind of made their own choices, and more people went full nude than I thought were going to.
Huh.
So we all get in the sauna, and some people were covered up with towels, and other people were out with the towels. Whoa. And I was like, okay, we're all friends here, and we're all just boobs out. Then because everyone's friends and chatty, everyone starts complimenting each other's boobs. I was covered in the towel.
Did everyone say, Allie, will you wear my towel as well? Like, did they layer you up with their towels?
Threw them at me like guys in a locker room.
Allie looked like she was
cover up your face.
A coat rack. I think that pile of towels over there celebrating a birthday today.
So they were like, oh, so-and-so, your breasts are, your boobs look so good, and I can't believe they're still so perky now. And then my friend's like, yeah, I always used to do the pencil test, and I always didn't want a pencil to be able to fit under them because then I knew they were still perky, and they were like, well, they just look so good, and your nipples are so perfect. And I was like, hey, you know what? All right, I'm going to whip mine out.
Oh,
so
everyone's
I
lowered
the towel.
Everyone's getting all free. Everyone's getting all free with the comments. I was like, ooh, compliments coming this way. Here we go.
Towel's boobs are out.
That pile of towels a lady. Who knew?
So I decided to lower, and then the conversation completely pivoted when I put them out. And I was like, are they trying to move away from my boobs on purpose? Because everyone was in a compliment off with the boobs.
Did you do that annoying thing you do where you're like, so
anyway, they're all here. The ladies
hello
are here. And then when we got out, it was, okay, now you have to do the switch for the towel to the robe.
Right.
And then I saw some lower parts as well.
Oh, here we go.
And I got a little nervous, so I was like, oh man, I don't think I shaved. So I went into the shower,
You got
and
crabs, too.
they have like one of those blue disposable razor things, and I was like, I got to do a quick rundown.
Those razors, the ones that they have, they're always like the biggest trash razors. They're like barely one blade.
And it's a nice spa with everything else is like super nice quality.
They know if they had good razors, people would steal them, so they just cheap out on them. They don't even want you to use them when they put them out there.
And I didn't want to be gone too long because I didn't want people to be like, what is she doing? We're all going into the steam room now.
Right.
So I just
Allie
went in
over there
and did a really
going through the bush of the Madagascar.
I need a chainsaw.
Luckily, the drain had big holes, all right?
Oh, God.
I just did a really quick rundown, up and down, and then I got out of the shower.
You did an emergency shave session on yourself because you were feeling self-conscious that if everyone was going bottoms free, you were going to look unkempt.
Yeah.
Like a hobo.
And I don't want the birthday girl to look like a bushy mess.
Were you like how much bush was there? Or because is everybody hardwood floors nowadays?
I think yes. Omar, I was
Really?
looking at it. Everybody's hardwood floors. Everyone's
Wow.
completely bare.
Okay.
And, I choose to go the different route.
El Natural, yeah.
Not completely all natural, but not complete. I think personally that it's weird to be completely
Okay.
like 12-year-old status.
Allie's like that warehouse carpet emporium where they just talk about how they have carpet for miles.
It's just a little shag.
Right.
Just
I
a
get
little
it. Hey,
something.
you do you.
Little hair tossle.
It's your choice.
So I
God.
shave everything.
Comb over.
I get out of the shower. I towel off, and then I'm about to put my robe on, and I turn around, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this towel has blood all over it. That's disgusting."
Oh my God, dude!
You are.
And then you gonna throw up? I happen to be a great environment for crabs. Not anymore. And I go, man, I can't believe I just dried myself off with a bloody towel.
Yeah,
I
what kind of monster? What kind of monster would bleed all over this towel in
and
the
then
spa?
I look at the towel, and then I look down at myself, and I go, oh my God, what have I done with this disposable razor? This was a horrible idea. So then I'm like, I have no choice but to keep dabbing. And then I eventually lotion myself up to the point where I'm now stinging. And then I go into a steam room where it's all exacerbated, and then I just was uncomfortable for the rest of the day.
Happy birthday.
You really are something. I mean, I get it. I know what your plan was. But was that as relaxing?
Hey, this towel looked hot.
Oh, God. You should have gone back to that. That was the highlight of your day was you were a pile of towels in the steam room.
Well, I had a male masseuse, and he was very happy to see me.
Oh, I'm sure. Poor guy probably cut his hands off afterwards.
He was gay.
Afterwards?
Afterwards.
Yeah, I turned him gay. All right, as always, $100 could be yours right now. Little Allie knows the news action. Questions about stuff going on in the world, 5 of them specifically. If you get them right, or at least do better than Allie, she will pay you. But we're going to throw in some tickets as well, so you can go enjoy all the fair fun at the OC Fair, which is happening right now. We give you 4-pack of tickets and ride cards. Oh, man, I wish I had some of them ride cards when I was there. That's happening at the OC Fair now through August 17th. And we give you 4 tickets if we pick you to go on the air. Plus, you could win $100 of Allie's money. Think of all the deep fried goodness you could get with that extra $100.
Oh, yeah.
Go over to our buddy Chicken Charlie and just load up on the deep fried fair food. Good luck staying on any sort of a diet. I did overhear a guy at the fair that was saying to his girlfriend or whoever he was with, he's like, oh, man. He's like, I picked the wrong week to try to stay on this cleanse. I'm like, shit, what are you doing? How can you go to a fair and be on any sort of a cleanse?
No, absolutely. But you know what? When we talked to Chicken Charlie, he said calories don't count at fairs.
That's right. Calories don't. It's like international waters. Nothing counts. Liz, good morning and welcome to KROQ. How goes it?
Oh, good morning, everyone.
You feeling smart?
Always.
All right, Allie's going.
Smarter than Allie.
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the trash talk. Allie's about to leave the studios and picture herself with no hair. And we'll get into your 5 questions now. As soon as she's out of here, you get to go first. We'll score together at the end. Let's see how you would have done. Feel free to play along if these questions were going your direction. How many would you get right? It's time for Allie Knows the News.
Allie Knows the News.
Question number 1. Trump is now threatening this country, saying that he will impose 25% tariffs. Which country is next in the tariff hike, at least according to Trump?
Is it the Philippines?
Question number 2. What was the official rating of the earthquake that hit Russia, causing tsunami warnings and advisories all over the West Coast?
I think it was 8 point something. I'm going to go with an 8.0.
8.0. We got a question number 3. This actor / former Superman claims that he was sexually harassed on set. Which former Superman claims he was sexually harassed on set?
Oh, Henry Cavill?
Question number 4.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, I'm not laughing. I'm just writing it down. Question 4. Liam Neeson supposedly has a new girlfriend. The rumor mill is correct. Who is Liam Neeson now dating?
Pamela Anderson.
And finally, question number 5. 85 people got sick after eating pizza. Why did they get sick after eating this specific pizza? What was the reason? This is making the news right now.
Oh, gosh.
Boy news.
I love pizza, too. Let me see.
85 people got sick after eating pizza because something was up with the pizza. What was it?
Uncooked meat.
Uncooked meat. All right, let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. Win or lose, Liz, it's been a pleasure having you on for this round of Allie Knows the News, and hopefully we give you the $100. But just for joining us, we are going to give you 4 tickets to the OC Fair and ride cards as well, so you'll have a great time there. And remember, calories don't count at the fair. Here we go. Question 1.
But I still have to pay for an Uber.
Mr. Kevin will hook you up.
I got a guy. He'll take you an empty car to and from. Question 1. Allie, Trump is now threatening this country with 25% tariffs.
Oh, my God. I can't
saying
keep up
if they
with
don't
this.
start playing along, they're going to have 25% tariffs. Which country is...
Are we back to China?
Oh, back to China. Interesting guess. She said Philippines, but the correct answer is India.
Oh.
India. He's going right after India with the 25% tariffs. No one gets the point. We go to question number 2. Massive earthquake hit Russia yesterday, caused the tsunami warnings, advisories, freaked out everyone, including Vanessa. What was the official rating of that earthquake?
I believe it was an 8.8.
She said 8.0. Allie is correct. It was an 8.9, reassessed to an 8.8. Big one. It's a big one. Allie gets the point. We go to question number 3. This actor and former Superman claims that he was sexually harassed on the set.
I mean,
former Superman.
Probably Dean Cain.
Oh, interesting guess.
He's been talking a lot.
She said Henry Cavill. But the correct answer is Dean Cain, who apparently, I don't remember because he was in that Lois and Clark show where he played Superman. Apparently his dong was so big they had to give him a special Superman outfit to make it less big for TV or something.
Well, if he was really Superman, they wouldn't do anything to it.
That's right. That's how he got the role, probably. So anyway, that's probably what they were saying to him, to be honest, on the set. Exactly what I just said right there. So Allie
we
goes
got to
up
do
again.
something about your massive dong. This is harassment.
They almost put the cape in the front just to cover it up. That was their big plan. We go to question number 4, and Allie's up 2 now. Liam Neeson supposedly has a new girlfriend. Who is it?
Pamela Anderson.
That is the rumor. That is correct. Allie, she got that as well, so she's on the board, but Allie has now got 3. And we go to this final question. I don't think there's a comeback for you. 85 people got sick after eating pizza. Why did they get sick after eating this pizza? It made the news. What was the issue?
Let's see. Expired cheese? Moldy cheese?
She said uncooked meat. Allie says expired cheese. Apparently it was a THC-infused pizza.
Cool.
And they had way too much THC.
Nice.
So they all had
Rookies.
to get... Yeah, rookies. That's right. Thank you. Well said. Well, Liz, effort was decent, and you're still going to get those tickets to the fair, but Allie's going to keep her money at least for today. So what must you shamefully admit?
This is Liz from Norwalk, and Allie Knows the News.
All right, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow you'll have
Well
another
played.
chance. Well played. Allie holds on to her money, at least for now. Just more for you to win on the next $500 Fridays right here on the world famous KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. There's no greater honor you can get when you have a job than being named the Employee of the Month. It's a title that was so significant they got rid of it here altogether and created their own award called the Grit Award. And our current producer Vanessa, is a current Grit employee.
I'm starting to notice that other people are abusing those free spots.
Oh, the free parking spots?
Yeah,
Vanessa,
there's different cars there every day.
Are you not parking in your spot?
I park there from time to time because I also want Cody to enjoy it.
But Cody parks on the roof so he can smoke weed during the day. That's Grit.
I think he parked there once.
Right. But Allie and I offered you real money for that spot because, you earned it, but we'd like to buy it off you as employees that did not get it.
Are you really offering money? Because last time you just said you wanted it without an offer.
Give me a price. How long do you get it for? 4 months or something? How long is the Grit title?
It's for the quarter.
So how long is the spot
I don't know
yours?
how long are quarters? 25 cents?
How long are quarters?
I love this.
Wow.
Oh, my
Great.
God.
I'll go with that.
They're a year and a half long.
Yeah.
Deal?
Are they?
Quarters are 4 months, Vanessa.
That's why it's called a quarter.
It's a quarter of the year. You're the Grit employee. How did she get the Grit employee? Not even knowing how many months for the quarter.
Ever since I got that Grit employee, the pressure to stay awesome is hard.
To stay awesome?
Don't worry. You didn't start awesome. You don't have to stay awesome.
Yeah, she is.
But you are a hard worker, and that's all that
a quarter
matters.
is 3 months, not 4 months.
But
we were all wrong.
Okay,
a quarter of the year is 3 months.
I was scratching my head on that.
All
I was
right,
like,
right.
that doesn't make sense.
All right, so none of us know. But regardless,
Dumbasses.
you have the spot for another 3 months or close enough. How much would you charge for that? Just give us a number.
300.
What? That's so much money.
$100 a month.
That's a fair price.
I'm out.
Allie's out.
She's out.
Since Allie's out and I'm not negotiating with anyone now.
Since I have pretty much the same spot just across the way.
It's like 4 steps closer
No,
this
it's
spot.
not. All right. Well, I'm not paying $300 for 4 more steps. That's lame.
Okay, now that this month is almost silver, how about $225?
Hey, you didn't even hear Klein if he was willing to accept that, Vanessa. What kind of negotiator
You're
are
already
you?
going down.
Keep going,
What the
Vanessa.
hell?
I'm going to let her keep talking.
Klein,
Yeah.
$225?
You got no other offers on the table now, so I'll give you a sandwich.
Nah.
All right.
Oh,
You're missing out.
Wow, you're going to do a pretend walk away now?
$100 and a sandwich.
$100 in a sandwich? What kind of sandwich?
You can't add avocado, but you can add meat.
No avocado?
Whatever comes with it, no additional avocado.
What kind of sandwich would you want, Vanessa?
Turkey, provolone, lettuce, tomato, onions.
Provolone?
That sounds expensive.
Cheese.
I don't want to pay for some cheese I've never heard of.
You see the sandwich person like, I don't know.
Is that how you say provolone? Because that's how I always say it.
Yeah, you got it. All right. A sandwich,
Okay.
a turkey sandwich, provolone, and $100. Spot's mine?
With avocado. And
With
jalapenos.
avocado. Just take the avocado, Klein.
Fine. Deal. Done deal. I'll take your spot. I'll take your spot.
Wow.
I'll take
Now
your
you got to
spot.
play the music. Dun, 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 dun,
Vanessa,
dun,
no
dun. And then
take
Vanessa,
backs.
talk to the camera about how great of a deal you just got.
I just got a sandwich, $100. I can split that with $50 a month. I don't know what I'm doing.
So Vanessa
I
used
can
to be,
split that into $50.
up until a moment ago when she sold her spot to me, she was technically our equivalent of the Employee of the Month. But there's other people making the news that are being named Employees of the Month where they are, at least by us, for things they've done that don't necessarily get the credit from their bosses. That's why they usually end up getting fired. But we call them the Klein Alley Show Employees of the Month, and we only have a few days left of July. So let's go ahead and listen to our nominee this month.
Employee of the month. You are the best. Put everybody to the test, but you beat the rest. Employee of the month. How do you do it? How do you become the employee of the month?
You got to hear what these guys did, Allie. They made the news because they went above and beyond their job duties. I don't think they'll get the credit at their job, but they get it here.
Caltrans has confirmed the retirement party did happen on July 10th, and the investigation launched soon after. Caltrans now confirming that 10 of 12 employees on leave have now been served notices of termination. Now, that retirement party happened at this Caltrans yard on Garden Road during work hours. Now, according to a confidential source who tipped us off, that source telling us it was anything but a simple farewell. It involved open consumption of alcohol, the presence of a hired stripper, and employees participating while on the clock and being paid with taxpayer dollars.
Hell yeah. I pay for that. I'm happy to pay for that. You think of all the crap that we pay for as taxpayers that we don't want to pay for? I mean, somebody's celebrating their retirement with alcohol and a stripper. I fully endorse that.
Not alcohol, Allie. Alcohol. Which goes great with provolone. That's my new favorite combo meal.
During work hours. Now, according to a confidential source who tipped us off.
By the way, that's a snitch right there.
Someone didn't get invited.
That's a snitch. Snitch who didn't get invited to the party, clearly.
That source telling us it was anything but a simple farewell. It involved open consumption of alcohol, the presence of a hired stripper.
I think the news anchor's drunk.
I think he's hammered. That guy loves open consumption.
And employees participating while on the clock and being paid with taxpayer dollars. Caltrans was quick to respond, a spokesperson stating in part that Caltrans takes these allegations with the utmost seriousness and is unwavering in holding those involved accountable.
10 people got their walking papers because they went to that party.
And I bet you this is not the first time they've done this.
Of course not.
Party, yeah.
They're going, we got to give them the proper Caltrans send-off.
And
we'll get the stripper back in here.
That used to be commonplace. The real proper retirement party. That's way better. As opposed to bringing in a bagel platter. Hey, thanks for the 50 years here, Bruce. Here's a bagel platter. This is so much better.
And in a Caltrans yard, I believe it probably has that bonfire vibes where you just feel
crazy.
like anything can happen,
So,
and so somebody said, I'm going to do this type of party. I'm going to invite all the employees. All the employees go, and nobody wants to be the square. So they're like, cool, I'll drink. And I'll put $1 in the stripper's G-string. And now they're being reprimanded. That's BS. They were the ones who got invited to this thing in the first place.
It's a taxpayer dollar that's going right in there.
I know.
You're getting all tax money in there.
Now, that Caltrans spokesman late this afternoon again confirming.
This guy's absolutely wasted. He was just at the party.
He's
that
next.
10 employees have been served with termination notices. Another 2 have been given notices of suspension.
And so have
Pending
I.
the outcome of these notices, all 12 employees are currently on paid leave following that.
Paid leave
is great.
Best. Yeah. How do you get paid leave?
Oh, my God.
I don't know how
you come back when we've deemed you ready.
Yeah, but
great.
don't worry.
I'll be over here smoking
At
a blunt.
the club.
I'll be here just cashing the checks on my paid leave.
Retirement party allegedly involving alcohol and a paid stripper.
More alcohol.
There
So wait,
you
when
go.
they go on paid leave, we're paying for that as well, right?
Yes, we're paying for that as well.
So now I'm paying for him to do nothing.
Yeah.
I'd rather him come back
I'd rather pay for the strip show at lunchtime
than him to just sit at home.
That's unbelievable.
What the hell?
Expensive.
Well, anyway, that's congratulations. That is our most recent employee.
Of the
Caltrans.
month. You are the
Congratulations.
best.
You've done it.
Put everybody to the test, but you beat the rest. Employee of the month. How do you do it? How do you become the employee of the month?
Go above and beyond your job duties, and you too could be a Klein Alley Show Employee of the Month.
With alcohol.
All right. Quick break. Back with more show next on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. The world famous Klein Alley Show. KROQ. KROQ.
Are you ready to launch your career or level up your income?
Make this.
You hearing that song at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena next September? We'll make that happen for you starting in less than 2 hours this morning on KROQ and all day long and all week long. Oasis tickets. Their first show is happening here in Los Angeles. We will get you in. So on Friday after the show, I got involved in a very strange, high stakes, dangerous, very dangerous.
Involved is a strong word.
Well, inadvertently involved.
You weren't involved.
It's amazing that you are going to S this. You're going to talk S about what happened.
You were sitting in your car.
I'll explain what happened. You tell me how you would have handled it. Because so many people, after I started posting the live coverage I was doing of this police pursuit followed by a complete police standoff in the middle of Beverly Hills, people said, Klein, this is one of those things that would only happen to you. It seems like people goes, this is a story that I would hear you talk about on radio and would have said, is this a real story or is this made up? But now that I was putting all this evidence of it up, everyone's like, it just seems like it would only happen to me. Has it ever happened to you before you say what a stupid thing that happened?
No, you are somebody who is prone to holdups. You're always being held up for some reason.
Right, yes. And so much so that when I was late to go see my wife on Friday because of this, she goes, there's always a story. And I go, yeah. You're right.
There's a story. There is always a story because you attract it somehow.
I'm in the middle of a police standoff where if I got out of my car, they would.
But that's where you exaggerate a little. You were not in the middle of a police standoff.
Well, if the police
you were
are
in your car, boxed in by cops.
Yeah, front row seat.
If the police are on one side of me,
you were a good bystander,
and the perps are on the other side of me, And then you got guns drawn going both directions, and I'm in the middle. What do you call that? Am I not in the middle of a police stand?
You were in the middle.
No, you were behind the police.
You had a front row seat.
Guys, there was police on both sides, but front and back.
You're a glorified bystander.
The only people between the police were the perps and me. That's it.
And you were too scared to get out of your car and get a better angle.
They wouldn't let me get out of them. I got reprimanded to get out of my car, and... Well, I'll explain what happened.
Were the cops there when you arrived at your car?
No. So I am driving down like a stupid idiot. I text my wife. I was going to meet her. She had a doctor's appointment. I said, I'll meet you because it was not far from the radio station. I said, do you need me to get you anything on the way? Which stupid question.
I don't know why you do that to yourself.
She used to say, no, I'm good for a while, and that was great. So I would just ask, get it out of the way. This time she said, oh, you know what I'd love is matcha latte.
Uh-huh.
I said, stupid matcha latte every time. So I pull over to go get a matcha latte, and I'm driving up, I think I was on Beverly or one of those streets in Beverly Hills, I forget. And all of a sudden, there's two open spots, meter spots. I never see anything like it. Usually, you can't find any parking there. It's the worst. So I pull into the one spot, and I'm looking, and now I've got my car parked. I'm looking for any sort of change so I can throw something in the meter. I think a quarter gets you like 6 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Not a lot. But I just said I just got to throw in 2 quarters because if you don't, you'll get a ticket instantly there. They're like right on top of it. They love giving out tickets. So I put I'm looking for change. I'm bent down. In the time I bend down to look between my seats for change to when I pop up, I then see cop cars come from every direction, like on a full... 2 pull up to the left of me. Some are pulling down the street. They're shutting down. I see them shut down the street in front, shut down the street behind. And I'm going, oh, my God. I think I pulled into an area that had already been cleared for whatever they were about to do. But I didn't realize it. I thought it was an open spot.
Oh, so you think that they somehow got the cars out of the way?
I don't know what happened. I never see that kind of parking, but no one stopped me, or maybe I ignored a cone or something. I don't know. I just pulled right in, and I go, oh, it's a great spot. It's my lucky day. Then, of course, cop cars start circling all around. They start in the thing. All right, get out with your hands up. And I think at first, I don't see any other car. I just see me. So I'm looking and going, what the hell did I do?
Right. You think that I would think at that point, I look like someone who's committed a felony.
I have been pulled over before.
You do look like somebody who's committed an offense.
I drove the same car for a while as a guy that was apparently the leader of the Avenues gangs. And when I used to work and drive around early in the morning in the Los Feliz area, Glendale, whatever, I got pulled over one time and they explained to me they thought I was in the Avenues gangs.
Cool.
And I said, I wish. How do I get in? So they start doing this, and then I open up my car door to get out, put my hands up, because I thought at the very least this will be a good story.
Oh my God, that would have been so funny. You should have done the thing where you get out for the front window, and then you fall down and your pants come off. That would have been so great. You should have done it for the show.
And as I start to get out of the car, the guy yells at me very loudly, by the way, get back in the car! Get back in the car! Like that. So I get back in my car. And then I see 2 cars up. There is a car that has cops' guns drawn, going up on both sides of me now. Shotguns out, pistols out. No BS, Allie.
They had shotguns?
There's video. Johnny, post some of the footage. I gave Johnny exclusive footage. They're going up and they're circling surrounding this car now. Black car. So
why does that matter?
I'm just letting you know, Beverly Hills racist.
Oh, okay. So got it.
They are circling this car. All I can see is the black car. I don't know what's going on inside of it. I don't see how many people there are.
Was it a nice car?
I couldn't see anything other than the fact
because you were just a bystander.
Yeah, I was. At this point, I was in my car and I decided to do some live coverage, play-by-play of what's happening. But the cops, I mean, it was a serious, this was something that was not like a traffic stop that turned into 3 cops, 4 cops. This was something that clearly they had a plan in place because cops came from every direction at the same time.
So you think somebody was stealing something, or do you know what happened now?
So first of all, they won't let me out of my car. I'm boxed in. They got cop cars next to me. The whole
matcha's
street
getting cold.
The whole street is blocked off. I can't even get out and get the matcha.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered the stupid matcha.
I know, it's probably sitting there getting all disgusting.
So I try to get out a few times. They say, get back in your car. You have to sit in your car. And so I'm sitting in my car. Meanwhile, I see my blinking meter is red blinking, and now all of a sudden on the scene is a meter maid walking up and down.
Still doing the stuff?
Yeah, putting tickets on cars in the middle of a police standoff. And I'm going.
They're like, but you can go ahead, do your job.
And I'm tapping on my window, waving at her, going, I'm here. Like, I'm pointing. I can't get out and put a quarter in there. I'm holding up the quarter to show
She's
her.
holding up the ticket like, there it is.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, I'm right here. I go, what? They will do anything to give you the tickets. They don't stop the tickets. So anyway, long and short of it is, they keep me there for about an hour. When we leave the car. They get these.
What's great is that you missed your wife's doctor's appointment. That would have been boring.
Yeah, it would have been. But I actually somehow made it for the tail end of it, which is the worst part.
Jesus.
I didn't even get to see the disrobing part. It's the whole reason I was going to go. Watch
I don't
the
know.
disrobing.
I feel like exaggerating with an hour. I bet you were there 10, 20 minutes.
No, you can look at clock in my car the whole time. But anyway, they got these guys out. 3 guys get pulled out one at a time, handcuffed, walk backwards, the whole thing. And then I finally asked one of the cops, I'm like, hey, I know you guys are in the middle of something. I don't want to be a dick here, but is there any way I can get out of this parking spot? And then the guy was like, hey, you're the KROQ. He knew the voice, listens to the show or something. So thank you, Beverly Hills Police Force, whatever. And I said, hey, can you tell me what happened here? You know, he's like, I was like, it's cool. I won't talk about it on the radio. He's like, all right. So here's what he said. This was a stolen car from San Bernardino. And apparently the guys were doing a bunch of, I don't know if they were like smash and grabs or break-ins around there.
That's kind of what I figure is robbery.
And I think they caught one of the guys in their crew, and that guy ratted out those guys and said their next plan is to do the same thing in like Beverly Hills.
Cool.
So they were like,
intercepting the job?
They were on the lookout for these guys.
Wow.
And they took them down. And it was, you know, I mean.
Is there anything about this story on the news anywhere?
No. No, just right here. That's a very exclusive.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're alive.
Life or death situation.
You had some really peak sitting.
So
peak sitting this weekend.
Just saying, sat in my car.
I mean, there you go. That's it.
Had to listen to KROQ for an hour. It's not easy, guys. Quick break. Back in a second. More show now. Klein, Allie Show. Get you Tsunami ready by giving you some more of these tiny towels that we have here at KROQ. Apparently, they print out a whole new batch of these tiny towels. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know. They keep on making them. We got a whole box in the office of these tiny towels. I don't know. It seems like we just keep giving them away, but people keep demanding more. Klein, Allie Show, Vanessa, tiny towels, and we will hook you up in moments to make sure that you are Tsunami ready here at KROQ.
They're regenerating like a lizard's tail. Every time I think they're gone, there's just another box shows up, and I'm like, what?
It's really unbelievable. I mean, I'm blown away. This company spends no money on anything.
And I thought that these would never be made. It was just a ridiculous statement that I was like, oh, we'll never get towels.
The first batch was made by a listener that was just a fan of the show and had access to print towels. So we lucked out there. And then I think around here,
we've got a tell guy.
They started getting embarrassed that we're like, yeah, why do you have these? Because our listeners are stepping up and helping to support the show. We've got a blind man who's our sugar daddy. That's how we operate on a daily basis. Then finally they coughed up a little bit of money and made some towels. So if you need one to get yourself Tsunami ready, we'll take care of you. Let's get to your news right now, though, and then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin here on KROQ.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, not all people have a superpower, but I do, and it is the power of the mush. I admit it. And within hours of talking about how I wanted to visit the Tesla Cafe, there is now an injury and a following lawsuit at the Tesla Cafe. I don't know if you heard about this, but a rooftop covering fell on a woman's head yesterday.
Oh, my God. You left work yesterday, so I'm going over to the Tesla Cafe. That was the last thing you said as you left here.
I know, and I didn't end up going. But I guess if I would have gone, then maybe I would have been this person.
Oh,
it was like God was like, oh, cool, I'm going to take aim. Get ready. So she went to the rooftop of the Tesla Cafe. She had just gotten her lunch. She sat down, and then the rooftop covering, there's like a patio covering. It came loose, crashed on her head, hit her. She fell down. She was unconscious for a short amount of time, and then she woke up, and the fire department came, and they said she was okay, and they sent her home. But they are planning to sue, and it came within inches of her baby's head, which would have been way worse. So it seems like everyone's excited about this Tesla Cafe, but as long as I keep talking about it, it'll be closing by the end of the year, baby.
I think so. There's a big buzz. Apparently people still waiting hours just to get in. Then you got to get through all the protesters.
Losers.
It's a whole thing. I heard the food is good.
I heard the food is good, too. I mean, I think people just want to check it out. It's kind of like this Jetsons-esque thing where you're like, wow, this is the future, and people just want to go check it out of curiosity.
Yeah, but no food's worth that wait.
No, I don't think the food is worth the wait. I think it's really about the experience. I want to be the first person to check out the Tesla Cafe.
Well, you're not the first person. There's been thousands.
No, I'm not
people.
saying me. I'm just saying people want to be the first. You know, they want to be among the first. They want to be the ones posting about it on Instagram.
Hey, that woman gets
it's basically like the ice cream museum.
The first person injured at the Tesla Cafe. That's a huge badge
oh my God,
of honor.
I wish I could have been that person.
I know.
All right, a new feature on YouTube is supposed to protect teenagers from the dangers of the internet. So listen up, Vanessa. YouTube is now going to use AI to determine the age of the person that is using YouTube, and they will change the content accordingly.
Oh.
So they're going to use AI to determine your age, not by looking at you, not by facial recognition. It's going to be by the types of videos you're watching, the categories of the videos, how long you're watching the videos. Regardless of birthday, they said they can determine a person's age through AI just by how they are using YouTube. And if they determine you're a teenager, they can take away some of the repetitive ads. They can take away more of the ads so that you have a more, young person friendly experience. But I'm so curious if we put this feature in front of Vanessa.
Oh, she'd be screwed because
if it was like, hey, you're a teenager, because if it flags you as a teenager and you're being restricted and you are an adult, you can put in like your driver's license to bypass it. But I wonder what they would like. What would they say the ages are of all of us?
Right, because they could go ahead and say, all right, these are the last 50 things you watched, or this is what you subscribe to, and they could probably come up with a pretty accurate.
Yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba is in your history, then that's an indicator.
Right, shave a couple of years for that, add a couple of years for this. I took my kids recently, last week. Disney had something at crypto.com. It was like some show. I'd never heard of it before. My kids like it, called Zombies or Descendants. It's like some show on the Disney Channel. Vanessa was so jealous. Like,
I was not jealous. I was just excited for them.
Every person in there was like a child. And then I got
and
back.
An angry adult.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh man, I had to go to some stupid thing last night at Crypto. She's like, what was it? I said, Descendants or Zombies. I love that show.
Love that.
She said, how do you love that show? I think it's for children.
Okay, I said I like the original Descendants, and I know I'm not alone in this, so
but it's a show for children.
Can you
it literally, even the picture, it's like they're all wearing kid wigs and stuff. Like it is for
Descendants Against Zombies is the originals.
But the original was also for children.
They also wear wigs.
Okay.
But the original, like Klein said, is also for kids.
Yeah, even the original is meant for children.
Guys, that came out a long time ago. When I first watched it, I had COVID. I needed to watch something that felt nice. So
COVID, back when you were a baby.
Plus.
Yeah. During COVID times when I was 4.
All right, back in 2020. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we got to do the math on that.
Show.
That's a good point.
All right. There are tons of robberies that happen all over LA. It's a scary situation. A lot of the robbers are getting more and more brazen about when they break into your house and how. But just a word to the wise, do not chase the burglars as you discover them in your home. I mean, obviously we heard about that Encino couple that was killed. Horrible, horrible situation. But this woman it was the same situation where she came home around lunchtime. She realized that her house was being robbed, and she decided to chase the burglars down the street, and she punched their window out.
A quick stop to grab lunch turned into an adrenaline-fueled foot chase for Kira Ortiz. As she pulls up to her apartment, 2 men are seen exiting out of her home, one of them with her kid's savings in hand.
And I don't normally...
Was that piggy bank?
Yeah, literally her kid's piggy bank, which probably had like $10 in it. But how often do you hear about people robbing apartment complexes now? I mean, a lot of these were like targeting big homes and stuff like that. Now it does not matter. It doesn't matter your income level.
Ortiz began chasing after the suspects as they scrambled towards an older model green BMW waiting nearby.
I saw the guy kind of reach over for something, so I kind of backed up a little bit.
What? Reaching for something, so I backed up a little bit?
Yeah, she's tough.
I would run
Yeah, this woman's got balls.
in the other direction, and it gets better.
Went around the car and then just grabbed my hand and hit the windshield.
Ortiz managed to smash out the back passenger window with her bare hands.
My gold, my jewelry, and just a few cash, like literally a little bit of cash. I would say like $100 in cash.
So you would punch out somebody's window and risk getting shot to save a piggy bank and $100.
Well, she should have upped that number for insurance reasons.
$1 million.
And my kids' piggy bank.
Also stolen, her handgun taken from a lockbox the burglars managed to pry open.
So then you know for a fact that they are armed.
Yeah, that's what happened
Still
in Encino,
chases after
too.
'em.
They killed that couple with their own gun.
I couldn't find that information, but I had heard that as a rumor. And
I read that multiple places, multiple sources said that.
So somebody who has a gun in their house, even though it's locked up, I mean, the chances of you being able to access that, load it properly, and defend yourself properly are slim compared to the burglar just going in and taking it and using it on you, right?
I'd love a day that we don't have to report on another ridiculous robbery that's taking place here, but it seems like that's just now happening daily, and happening everywhere.
We talked to Miss Pat, who's like, nobody has any skill anymore. Because when she was robbing people, she actually had to have a skill involved, and she was like, you have to have the purse that has, you're concealing it, pretending that you're shopping, have a type of purse that can go through that detector and make sure. And now it's just like, give me your money, give me your jewelry. During the day, it doesn't matter. I don't want to do it at night. I want to go to bed by 9.
By today's standards, if they were doing Ocean's 11, it would just be a 3-minute movie. They would just drive a car through the front of the casino, grab cash, and rush out.
They did so much planning.
Hey, Bexy, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning. I was just calling to defend Vanessa because the original Descendants is freaking spectacular. It's all about the kids of the villains. It was really good.
Okay.
It was
How
really,
old are you?
really, really good.
11?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, she's 11. All right.
You need to say your real age to defend me.
She just said she's 11. We just heard her.
Damn.
All right, well, there you have it.
No
Good
cussing,
defense.
Vanessa.
Clean
No
your mouth out with
swears.
soap, Vanessa. How dare you? We get into a brand new hour of the show after Radiohead right here on the world famous KROQ.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to your Wednesday morning. It's KROQ. We're Klein, Allie show. If you need us, lots of ways to get involved. Phone numbers 800-520-1067. Less than an hour away from getting you on the standby boarding list to see Nine Inch Nails one time here at a sold-out show, and then potentially you get to go see them again in New York. And today is the day where the procession is happening for the great Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, yes.
Today is the day. And
in Birmingham.
So many tributes have been pouring through for Ozzy, and it's crazy how much news has happened just since. I mean, that was...
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Less than a week ago, and we've had tsunamis and earthquakes and Hogans and other people that have passed away, and it almost is crazy to think how much time we've had to process the death of Ozzy, but the tribute's continuing to pour in, and I did not know we would get one, Allie, that is so... It's a real tearjerker. This came through on the GOAT line from someone who has not called the show in a while, but do you remember this guy who calls himself Big Chocolate the Toe Sucker?
You know, let me just file through in my mind the amount of people who have called in under that name.
Does anyone remember this guy? Here's what he sounds like.
Big Chocolate, the Toe Sucker.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne.
So I didn't realize that Ozzy Osbourne was so influential to this guy, Big Chocolate, the Toe Sucker, who listens to our show. I think he has a foot fetish, I believe. And anyway, he wanted to say this on the GOAT line.
All aboard, crazy. That's how it goes. Out on tour. Sucking all the girls' toes.
Oh, he's very weird, this guy.
We're gonna miss you, brother, on this crazy train. Big Chocolate, the Toe Sucker. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
All right, K-Rock, let's see if this one goes viral.
That's what you say at the end. Always just, let's just hope this goes viral.
I don't think, I know that you think it's a good song, sir. It's not.
All right, K-Rock, let's see if this one goes viral.
Spoiler alert. It's not going to go viral.
So, but take that, Oasis and All American Rejects, for your Ozzy tributes.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the real one.
Right.
From Big Chocolate.
Big Chocolate, the Toe Sucker. I mean, there have been so many artists, as you said. Oasis did a nice tribute. I mean, there's just been bands, Warped Tour bands were tribute. All these bands going up there, but no one has done it just quite like Big Chocolate, the Toe Sucker.
All aboard, crazy. That's how it goes. Out on tour. Sucking all the girls' toes. We're gonna miss you, brother, on this crazy train. Big Chocolate, the Toe Sucker. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne.
Man, what a beautiful tribute right there.
I don't think there was really much about Ozzy in that tribute. I think it was just about him sucking toes on a tour.
Yeah, this guy loves toes so much. Yeah, I mean, you got a real fetish for feet if you can work in a toe-sucking tribute into the death of Ozzy Osbourne. That's like when you got a problem almost.
I just hope that the sucking of the toes is consensual.
I think this guy does seem like he's on the level, okay? Because he's asked us. I think
hard not to be consensual.
Yeah, no. There's people that occasionally you hear those weird creep stories where someone like sneaks into a shoe store and tries to lick someone's foot while they're trying on a shoe.
I had a friend who was taking a nap in Central Park when she lived there, and she woke up to a guy sucking on her toe.
Yeah, you had to be asleep.
Yeah, she was asleep, and then she woke up to a man sucking her toes.
So hard.
That's violating. But I believe, and I don't want to put words in this guy's mouth because it's already full of toes, but I would imagine that he seems to me, at least in the many messages he's left over the years, that he seems like he's,
He does seem like an upstanding individual who would ask for permission.
Yeah, he seems like a permission toe sucker guy. That's the vibe I'm getting. This is new Foo Fighters. It's called Today's Song, and we are Klein Alley Show on KROQ.
All right, there's a lot of debate about what makes a perfect taco, and Yelp has released another list of what the best tacos are in each state. Now, if we go to California, the number one, according to Yelp, best place to get tacos is in Los Angeles. So it's in Riverside County, and it's a place called Birriera Little Tijuana. And apparently that is the number one place, the best tacos in LA and the best tacos in California. And I think that there are a lot of really good places to get tacos, obviously, in Southern California. I mean, there's got to be many, many others, but this place is famous for their birria tacos and their consomme.
Let's get tacos tonight in Boyle Height. They're the best tacos in L.A.
No, you know what, Omar? The best tacos are in Southgate. The tacos al vapor there are so good.
Guys, if you really want the best tacos, the secret ones are actually at this little place downtown.
Excuse me, I thought my tacos were the best tacos.
I was about to say that. No one can be your seasoning, honey.
Yeah, Mom's tacos are good, but the ones in Boyle Heights...
The ones in Southgate are still better.
We have food at home. Tonight, I'm making the tacos.
Klein, Allie Show. If you would like to go to Disneyland, and I don't see why you wouldn't, I recommend you listen to everything that happens this morning and every morning this week on the show. At the end of the show, in our bonus hour, summer hours, you'll have a quiz about questions that took place on the air. All things from the conversations that we have, now, potentially next hour. I don't know what the questions will be yet because we haven't written them yet, but we will. And all you got to do is listen, take notes. Yesterday, contestant, I think, went 3 for 3, got them all right out of the gate, I believe, and won the tickets. Monday had a winner as well. It's very winnable, and all you got to do is commit 4 hours of your day, which is not bad for tickets to Disneyland.
Yeah, and she, yesterday, the woman who won had a spreadsheet. She took notes throughout the entire show and everything, and I would recommend doing that because it worked for her, it can work for you.
And you also just don't have to do that. Just have us on in the background. Some of the stuff will seep into your brain, and potentially you'll become a big winner of Disneyland tickets coming up later this morning right here on KROQ. Jake, I'm so glad you mentioned Disneyland again because when you said... No, I'm not. And some guy pointed out that they are no longer going to listen to the show. We've lost a listener because of Jake. And I don't blame
I mean, it could have been any one of us, let's be honest.
No, but this guy, I didn't even know we had a listener. But
all right, Klein Alley, a little more buzz now. So it's Hot Carl.
We have a listener by the name of Hot Carl now.
Good riddance.
Good way to follow up the toe sucker guy with a listener.
What kind of hot?
Hot Carl.
I'm calling Jake. I got another semi-complaint. And it's you using the word Disneyland. It's not that you're using the word. I don't care, because half the time it's kind of funny. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, you weren't probably even a fan of that movie. Klein, you're stealing it from someone else. It was Klein's line. Yeah. He's too, embarrassed now to even say it anymore.
He's right. I was the first guy that said it like that because of
I instantly backed you up because I got the reference, because I was a fan of the movie.
Alley-oop. He's helping you. He's an assist.
You're stealing the bits, but I don't want credit for this bit because it's not good.
I loved it when Klein said it, but now you say it every 5 seconds, and it's kind of annoying because you're like the arbiter of arrogance, or you just take other people's
The arbiter of arrogance is Jake's new name.
stuff, and then claim it's yours. So that's my complaint. Not as much about using the word Disneyland, because it's kind of semi-funny, but the fact that you stole it from Klein, and he's too embarrassed to even say it anymore. When Klein delivers Disneyland, it's like I'm listening to Adam Sandler. When you say it, it's like I've got an annoying Jake, the twerp, in the back corner. I mean, I kind of love you, dude. Everyone rips on you. You're a good dude.
What? All right, well, this guy changed his tune on you, but he said he won't listen anymore while you keep saying it.
All right, well, Jake, arbiter of arrogance, change your email signature.
Yeah, make it happen. You're the official.
Whatever. I don't want to hear about this stealing stuff because audio sniper is my word, and you stole it.
Omar took the reins because he is the sniper.
It to him. You stole it. That's my
We bestowed upon him his proper title.
Yeah, you can't give yourself a title that doesn't fit you.
Yes, I can.
But Omar is the audio sniper. You just make that noise. Omar's got access to millions of sounds.
How many sounds do you think you have, Omar?
Oh, it's got to be 6 million.
That I gave to him.
How many sounds do you have, Jake, other than pew pew?
Everything that Omar plays, I gave to him.
Omar, play a sound.
He's such a nerd, bro.
There you go.
Give me that.
That's Omar.
Boom.
Don't be such an effing nerd,
Come on,
bro.
do you have a sound to come back
Jake.
with?
I want to see you guys get into a sound fight right now. You get it. Let's go. Audio sniper.
All right, here we go. Disneyland.
What? Gay. Oh my God. Okay, now what?
Omar wins round 1.
Get checkmates.
Omar wins round 2. Omar's up 2-0, Jake.
I gave him that sound.
First to 3 wins this thing. Go ahead, Jake. You're up.
Pew pew.
Oh, man. Why don't you shut up, Jake?
Knockout blow! He got you good, Jake.
What a snipe!
That is the audio sniper for you. Quick break.
Even Jake's alley-ooping and copying off of
doesn't
Omar.
work. Man, we got to get more of those sound fights on the show.
That was great. That was thrilling.
I'm all fired up now. Back in a second, man versus machine. Does humanity stand a chance against technology? That and an exciting update for our summer bucket list. That's all next.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop for.
I want to be a part of it.
Get lost in Times Square. Get cast in a Broadway musical you didn't audition for. All while folding a slice and standing in line for a $12 bagel. When you see 9 Inch Nails in New York. Hail a cab at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to score tickets to their sold-out show at the Kia Forum on September 18th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in New York. Courtesy of Live Nation and ICLG.
You'll come see us, 9 Inch Nails, at the Forum, only on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ.
Don't miss out on
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. And if you think about UCLA, it's a fine institution, unless, of course, you're a fan of USC, in which case you hate UCLA. Regardless, very difficult to get into. Most people, I think, get rejected. I think you have to have pretty good grades, pretty good test scores, and that's just to be a student there. So imagine the teachers there would be held to an even higher standard.
Absolutely.
We were all equally shocked and surprised when Postmaster Johnny told us that he was
he casually was like, I have to go speak at UCLA later. And we were like, what?
I was convinced he was trying to spell something that was not UCLA, the college. Like, I thought he was going somewhere else completely, and he was trying to spell it. And then I thought maybe he's talking about something near UCLA, because I know he likes to go to the bars by there, because he says they got the good, the better baddies are by the UCLA bars.
I thought he was going to meet a girl at UCLA and talk to her, and that's what he meant by speak at UCLA.
Right, but Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong, you were brought in front of an entire class of people?
Sir, yes, sir.
And you claim... We asked you a little bit about this on the bonus podcast yesterday, that you were speaking to a room full of marine biologists.
One of them was a marine biologist. The other ones were all comms majors.
Comms majors?
Communications. I know It's been a minute since you guys have been in college, but comms is communications.
Right. And you went there for what reason?
I thought I was just going to be arm candy, kind of, but then I ended up talking for a whole hour in front of the whole class.
You think the teachers and guest speakers bring arm candy?
They would have brought me just to be like, hey, this is another kid that's like somewhat of a college age. Like, he's probably going to come along for that.
Right. All right. Why don't I'm going to play some of the audio. Johnny, I may need Johnny to come in the studio to defend himself for this, because this audio is crazy. And at some point, apparently, he badmouthed it. Johnny, you understand? I haven't heard this audio yet completely. I know Omar heard some of it and Allie did, but you kind of badmouth us to the room full of students. You
go
know
ahead,
that.
play it. Let's hear it.
Well, you said it.
I know, but I don't remember what I said. But go ahead.
Did you prepare your speech at all?
No, not at all. I thought about it while we ate dinner beforehand, but that was it.
This is Johnny speaking to a class full of 100 students at UCLA.
So, just as Jennifer said, attention span is really, really, really short, especially nowadays. We grew up on, a lot of us grew up in the genesis of social media. And I had to kind of teach my coworkers the importance of that.
You had to teach us the importance of social media?
Yeah, I had to tell you guys. Remember, like, everybody's attention span is super, super short.
Yeah, you have to teach us about the genesis
of social media. No, I grew up in the genesis of social media. You guys kind of were there.
I grew up in the genesis of Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
That's the genesis.
Genesis does. Immediately, the first video, first 3 seconds, I say, don't say my name, don't say what show I'm on. It has nothing to do with radio. Holding up a box of cereal and the thing about sneaking cereal into the theaters.
Oh, my God.
I felt like a superhero when I said that, too.
Johnny, you're talking about your dumb bit you do?
Sneaking cereal into the theaters. I rest my case.
So, wait, you're talking to a room full of kids that obviously know, they don't need you to explain, because they're looking at you like you're some old, out-of-touch loser, too.
Well, no, they're actually kids older than me in that class, but that was like...
You're also saying, you're all just spitting out things that are common knowledge nowadays.
Right. Show no attention span anymore. We get it. No one has an attention span.
That goes without saying. But also, too.
But you did say.
Did you pick that up at UCLA yesterday?
That was like one of the big talking points that Jennifer wanted to bring up when she brought me. She wanted to bring up me riding the first time on the airplane, me sneaking chicken in my pants, and then just my experience.
Listen to Johnny. He speaks about his idea of sneaking chicken in his pants.
Play it.
He speaks about
he's about to win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, I did. Right. Imagine a teacher that actually helped come up with some medical device that cured something.
Yes.
Johnny is speaking about his bringing food in his pants in the movie theater. Listen to this. I mean,
sneaking cereal into the theaters. What if we did chicken? Me and Klein are big Costco guys. Okay. I was like, we'll get a rotisserie chicken. Go, first video, literally. Sneaking rotisserie chicken into the theaters.
Already messed up the name there. You called it you had it rotisserie, and then you changed it back to rotisserie, you idiot.
That's how I said it in the video.
I know. So he goes.
I said it in the video.
Then we're spitballing. We go, cereal. What can we do next? Rotisserie chicken. We like Costco.
Literally the next day, 130 views. I wake up to 130,000 views. Boom. Okay. It looks like he does it a lot. Oh, they're actually a radio show.
So now he's talking about bringing it back to the show.
Right, so you're saying that you had a genius hit you, bring chicken in your pants into a movie theater. You explained to the kids.
And now it's helping us.
And is anyone watching you as you're doing these?
Dude, they are feverishly taking down notes.
They're taking notes?
Right. Yes.
They are?
Yes, notepads.
Holy crap.
How to transfer from UCLA.
Yes.
They're all filling out applications for other colleges. USC, transfer portal.
Any other school.
Marco on KROQ, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, no, that was completely genius of UCLA bringing in Postmaster Johnny. You know how, when you have little kids, my theory is when you have little kids, so they're misbehaving, so you take them to, the county jail and tell them, hey, if you keep misbehaving,
they're going to scared straight them.
Yeah, scared straight. Yeah.
They basically brought Johnny in.
Genius of UCLA.
Yeah, they're very smart, right? They said, bring in this.
Drop out, this could be you.
As soon as Johnny left, they're like, so that's what happens when you don't go to UCLA. That's a smart school
that's
right there.
Great.
All right, here's the speech continues.
What's radio? Who's Klein and Allie? It was the stepping stones that took its way to get there.
Beautifully said. It was the stepping stones that took its way to get there.
Oh, that's because I talked about stepping stones that took its way to get there. Yep, that's a Johnnyism right there. We had to start out sneaking pie. Then we had to do churro videos.
We had
we didn't have to.
Yeah, we did. We had to. You guys wanted it.
I love that this was all a strategic plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So hold on. The plan was.
I like how Johnny's kind of put us in a position where we're forcing him to do all this stuff.
Right. These are all the things you wanted to do. In fact, we told you not to do all these things.
That's why I mentioned that in the speech too. We had to start out sneaking pie.
We had to.
Yep. We had to.
We had to start small with pie.
We had to start with pie. We had.
Then we had to do churro videos.
Had to do them.
Which we asked you to do consistently, and you did 2 and then stopped.
Yeah.
Did you tell them that in class?
No, because I told them I was setting it up to talk about fellatio salad and how that was the end
big
game.
Cliche.
Yeah, and these were all steps to get to that.
We started with pie. We ended at fellatio salad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Meeting adjourned.
Wow. What are we doing here, guys? Seriously.
Yeah, he's got a lot to say.
Yeah. My job is just to get the eyes, give her an alley-oop so that her and her sales associates could close down and just slam dunk that.
What?
Good analogy. That is so good.
He's the guy providing the alley-oops.
Yes.
Your job is to give an alley-oop so that sales can then slam dunk that.
Dude, I'm Austin Reeves throwing up an alley-oop to Anthony Davis or LeBron James, and the sales team just slam dunks it.
And so that is kind of
the dumbest thing we've ever heard.
Why we're all doomed.
That is a scary look at the future. Anyway, stay in school, kids. This has been
an example of how we use talent in radio. Everything Johnny just spoke about.
Oh boy, we are doomed.
I know what they want to see. They want to see us do that Kendrick Lamar thing was bing, boom, bam, boom, bam, bing, bang.
That's what they want to see, kids.
That's what people want.
If any educators are listening and would like Johnny to speak at your institution, be it an elementary school, an obedience school, another college, please call. Johnny is available to speak to any classes effective immediately. He's got a whole... who knew he had such a patter down?
All
Allie?
the kids are writing down bing, bong, boom.
Can you say that bing, bong, boom thing again? I'm sorry. I
Write that on the whiteboard, please.
I got bong,
bing, boom, bam, boom, bam, bing, bang.
How do we spell that, Johnny?
Bing, that they really...
Chance against the robot takeover? Probably not, but we try to prove at least once a week that we still potentially sometimes can come up with better answers than AI technology. They have artificial intelligence. We have barely their human intelligence. But in the topic of travel, anyone under the age of 30 is going to be shocked by this concept that there used to be an entire industry full of travel agents. And if you wanted to book an airline ticket or do anything at all, I think, Allie, wasn't your aunt a travel agent?
Yes, she was at one point.
And that was like a whole job. And then that job just completely went away. I mean, yeah, I guess they still exist in some capacity, maybe for the very rich. But like if you're trying to plan a trip and you're like, I don't know where I want to go, but I like somewhere warm and I like activities, and then a travel agent can figure it all out. Apparently now AI has taken that over. So
a lot of
few that were
people
left.
that I know have planned their entire trips using ChatGPT. If you say, I've got a few days in this location, great. Here are 5 things that you need to do. Here's the order in which to do them. I will plan your daily trips. I'll even suggest the flights that you should take and the prices, everything.
Here's where you should eat. I mean, think about it. No thought goes into it.
Great.
It's all done in like seconds by AI technology. So, does humanity stand a chance as it pertains to planning summer travel or any travel? Because I guess people are already now looking ahead at what they're going to do for Christmas. So let's get into it. It's time for man versus machine. First question, Allie, you were representing humanity here. And we also asked this exact same question to the AI technology. If you are stranded at the airport, you got to eat. What is an affordable way to eat at the airport? You're at the airport. You got to eat something. As you know, airports, one of the most egregious places to buy food in general. A bottle of water could cost you $8, $9, $10. And then if you bring one, they take it away. So how would you, as a human, suggest eating on the cheap at an airport?
Usually I'm never caught in this situation because I carb load before I go to the airport.
It's just a giant bowl of pasta before you leave?
Yeah, you got to fill up before you go to the airport because you know you're going to have hours where you're in a danger zone.
Right.
Is price-wise. So usually I do that, or I just pack a ton of snacks with me so that I know, if anybody wants to go to a Hudson News, no need.
Right.
Got the Cheez-Its right here. But if you are caught in that situation and you want to fill yourself up fast, go to the place that has those grab and goes and just get the biggest sandwich you can find, because that's going to be the most filling thing, and that'll at least tide you over till you get to the free snacks on the airplane.
So
and that's when you ask them for more of those snacks.
Oh, more free snacks.
Yeah.
I need 9 bags of those little pretzels.
But those bags are so tiny. Yeah.
So tiny.
If you eat enough of them, it's a full meal.
The last bag of pretzels I was given on a plane, I opened it up. It had 3.5 pretzels in the little bag.
I believe it.
3.5.
3,000% of my daily value in sodium.
Yeah, true.
It was a lot of salt.
Yeah, and that'll fill you up because it'll make you feel really bloated.
So, okay, your advice is go to the grab and go.
If you have to eat at the airport, get the biggest sandwich that you can find, or even better, if there's like a Jersey Mike's or something, a sandwich is going to be the most filling.
Okay, Allie says sandwich.
For price point.
This is what the technology said. If you want to eat on the cheap while at an airport,
avoid the terminal and check near baggage claim. Some of the cheaper food courts and employee cafeterias are near arrivals in the baggage claim, not in the middle of the high rent terminal gates. This is where many airport workers get their food.
So he's saying, by baggage claim? I didn't realize this was
nice
once again.
Tip.
That's a great tip.
I've never seen food there.
I've never seen anything like that, ever.
Apparently rent costs more if you want to be in the terminal, so the food is cheaper, costs are cheaper by baggage claim.
I never have seen a food place in the baggage claim.
Near baggage
And I've never
claim.
seen a, quote, cafeteria for employees anywhere in the airport that regular people can access.
Well, maybe you have to pretend you work there or something.
I think this is one of the cases where AI is wrong.
AI is right. AI just gave us a great tip.
You don't know
AI
if it's
gets
correct.
The point. Yeah,
I probably read something in a Reddit thread on the internet and thinks it's true.
You don't think at any airport there's any sort of food options near a baggage claim? I know for a fact
Maybe
there
like
is.
some chips or something, but not like any real food.
No, I've been to airports before. They got Dunkin' by the baggage claim. I've seen this before. There's one LAX.
Have you seen a cafeteria? Like what he's explaining?
I haven't been on the hunt for the employee cafeteria, but apparently it exists.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Right.
I haven't looked for it.
Because it doesn't exist.
Well, clearly. So what do the employees do then?
Well, then here's my new hack then. Take a vest from one of those little guys that drive the carts around and say, where's the cafeteria?
Great. That's a good tip. You got to get one of those loud golf carts, too, that's beeping the whole way.
Yeah, with the big ramp on it.
All right, next question. This is for Omar. Omar, we asked technology this, but I think as a human, hopefully you have a good answer. What is the ideal length for a vacation? There's always an argument over it's not enough days, too many days, doesn't count. They do have an answer. So I would like you to tell us as a human, what is the answer? This is you're planning a trip. Everyone's using AI now to plan their trips. even last-minute summer getaways where people are like, I can get stuff on the cheap in August that wasn't booked. So, Omar, the question for you is, what is the proper length for a vacation?
Yeah, I know a lot of people do the 1 week thing. I think that's kind of bogus. I just recently took a 2-week vacation, so I have some recent experience in taking some time off, and I found that day number 1, travel day, doesn't count. And then day number 2, where you're kind of getting acclimated to your destination, also kind of a throwaway. And then that goes for the 2 days that you have to kind of get ready to leave your destination, and then the travel day, right? So
it takes 2 days to leave.
You just eliminated
you have to
so
kind
many
of get
days.
ready.
Right.
So the last day is not a real vacation day.
Right.
That
Travel
you're
days
at your
don't
vacation
count.
spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're bookending it with 2 buffer days on either side.
Right. So then you're really left with like 12 real days. And from my experience,
So many
those 12 days, those 12 days really like. What are you guys laughing about?
So many days.
It's just so many days.
12 days.
You've really only got a solid 120 days in the middle there.
12 days. Okay, so of the 12 days.
No. So let me go on.
Okay.
So then with those 12 days I was off, I could have done without 2 of those days. So my answer is 10 days of vacation is a proper time for vacation.
Why could you have not done
10
with
days.
that? Well, why were 2 of those days?
It was a lot of lounging by the pool, doing that BS stuff. I hate that.
I think with 2 weeks, because the only time I've done that is like, on my honeymoon where we were actually on vacation for 2 weeks. And the second week, like the middle of the second week, I was like, oh, all right.
I got to get back. Yeah. All right, let's find out.
I kind of out of
This
things.
is what technology says. Omar says 10 days is the sweet spot. Here is what the robot says.
Studies show happiness peaks around day 8 of vacation.
Wow.
Wow. So anything under 8 days, you're already missing out on peak
But
happiness.
is it an Omar 8th day or a real 8th day?
It doesn't count the 2 buffer travel days and everything.
Anything less than 5 days, and it will feel rushed. But anything over 2 weeks will lead to travel fatigue.
Wow, Omar's kind of exactly right. It's unbelievable how many times you've almost matched the robot exactly. It makes me think Omar is half robotic.
Yeah.
He never met his actual dad, so maybe he was a robot. Because
maybe, yeah.
that is, Omar says 10, robot says somewhere in that 8 to like 13 day sweet spot. So 10 would be right in the middle of that because that's when you get your peak happiness.
I mean, Omar is right that a week is not really. Like, if you're going to travel anywhere significant,
right?
By the time you get there, you've got like 3 days before you have to start thinking about going back.
This is why America's got it wrong and every other country's got it right because this whole concept of, you get 1 week off occasionally, it's not even enough time to unplug. I mean, it really isn't. They're saying.
Well, families in Europe will take like a whole month. And then because all the countries are so close together, they'll like, we went to every country.
I know. They do all of them.
In our little caravan.
Final question goes to Jake. And this is a big thing people are using technology for. They don't even know where they want to go because everyone knows the obvious places. Oh, we're going to go to Paris, going to go to Hawaii, going to go to Vegas, whatever. And we live in California, and this is a great place for people to come visit, but we live here, so we're not going to waste our time here. So the question is, Jake, we asked the robot, where is a place that you wouldn't necessarily think of, but would be an amazing place to take a trip to?
Well, I'm a big believer in that Western Washington in the summertime is the best place on the planet.
Oh my God, the place you go is your suggestion for everyone?
Particularly for you, Klein, there is a
river that you can float on.
Rainforest in Washington State called the Hoh Rainforest.
Thank
it's a
you.
national park. So if you go there, you can take a photo and label it all up in this hoe since you love horror so much.
Okay.
Let's see if the robot said exactly that.
That's a terrible suggestion and an even worse joke.
It's great.
Let's find out if the
You
robot...
travel that far for a joke?
I'm flying all the way to Western Washington.
To make a hoe joke?
So I can say I'm all up in this hoe and take a picture in a rainforest and no one...
That sounds like the opposite thing that Klein would ever
I would never do any of those things.
Why not?
Just on joke
Okay,
alone.
forest, eliminate already.
I hate
Klein's
everything
not
about
going.
this.
It's a rainforest. It's beautiful.
I hate rain. All right, here's...
but not in the summertime.
Here's the answer.
Salta, Argentina.
Okay, there you go.
You're way off. Salta, Argentina. And this is why technology says we should all be going there.
Why go? Red rock canyons, colorful mountain towns, wine country, Malbec,
Where's the
and
joke?
Andean culture, and it's far cheaper than Patagonia or Buenos Aires, and feels authentic.
So there you go.
Cool. I want to go there.
Salta.
I do not want to go to whatever hoe forest.
I'm not
That
going
answer
to...
makes me salty.
All right, well, once again,
That joke was even worse.
technology has beaten us all thanks to Jake.
understand. It's our bread and butter. It's all we got.
All we got. That's all we got, guys. That's it. It's our bread and butter. That's all we got.
I forgot what we were talking about right there, but yeah.
We're experiencing the same things that everybody else is. Whether it's wildfires, elections, homeless, Allie's son gets sick a lot or gets hurt a lot. So
are you just riffing right now?
The
whole thing is a riff. You're not supposed to stand up there with a piece of paper. I'm going to look so unprofessional if I did that.
Homeless. Allie's kid gets sick a lot.
But yeah, it doesn't seem like you're staying on the topic.
Yeah, what is the point you're
what
making
direction
here?
are you going?
Didn't the first thing you said?
Are you throwing darts at something?
No, that was talking about like relating and connecting with the community, and I was like, we're like the average Joe. Allie's a mom that has a kid that gets sick and hurt too.
That's
like,
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Didn't you start this whole thing by saying people have a short attention span?
You know what's crazy?
I think we got a bing bong boom.
I have thrown a little spice. I sympathize with Allie's long questions because when I get in front of it, when I'm standing up there, I'm like, I just want to keep talking.
And then you're like, what am I saying? I don't even know.
There was one time I did that.
Anyway, a lot of the text line is overflowed with comments about this. Johnny, of course, speaking at UCLA. This is just some of it.
Allie's son gets sick a lot or gets hurt a lot. So does the mom in Santa Clarita. A great question. Thank you.
You chopped that up. You chopped that up.
Who asked that question? What was the question?
This other girl named Allie that was wearing a hoodie that said orgy. She had asked the question.
What was the question?
I honestly don't remember, but
great.
But great question.
All right, here we go.
Johnny, I would love to know, do you feel safe at these events with the general public?
Do you feel safe? That's an interesting question.
So this woman, was one because she wanted to do public events with her
Brazzers.
With Brazzers, and she was like, "Hey, do you guys feel safe at your events? And what do you do to feel safe at events?"
Hold on, they had someone from Brazzers speaking?
Yeah,
man, I should have gone to that.
Totally, another great insight, and this does happen.
Another great insight.
Jesus Christ, John.
So as a guy, I don't really feel threatened when I meet listeners. Some people are sketchier than others. I'm not going to lie. Some of them have way more crazier piercings. Some of them have crazy colored hair. And some of them just look like they're living in a trailer off of Hacienda.
Don't you live? Hold on, Johnny. Don't you live in a trailer?
Yeah,
Isn't your hair colored?
Yeah. But my hair is a natural color, not like purple.
Described yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I had rights.
This is why I don't like. The difference between Johnny in his 20s and someone in their 70s was like the weird kids with the purple hair.
Exactly.
Yeah. Karina, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, what can we do for you?
So I'm a special education teacher, and I think Johnny would be great in my classroom.
I agree. Hold on one second.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Yeah, John.
That's not teaching. That's just being in there.
Hey,
you got a rhythm with the tism, man.
Hold on. Are you inviting Johnny to speak or to join the class?
Maybe both.
Okay. All right, hold on. Get her information. I love it. All right, once again,
Keep going. Let's get it going.
So, as professionals, we try to really identify, okay, let's not judge a book by its cover.
Oh, my God. Johnny is...
Did you call yourself a professional?
Yeah, I was laughing and I was sneering to Jennifer. I was like, oh, my God, I said professional.
As a professional.
That's so funny.
Awaiting their Disneyland tickets, in which case just keep listening, taking notes, and potentially you win those tickets coming up later this morning here on KROQ. We're just talking about travel and how people are using AI, and a few people have confirmed that they planned entire trips going into next year already, planning trips for 2026, and they have just let ChatGPT or Meta AI or any of the other ones just completely plan it all.
Think of the time that you're saving by trying to, remember those books that you used to have to go to a bookstore or a library and get a book on the place you wanted to visit, read that book, and then decide what you wanted to do.
I know. It's insanity.
Now it's 10 seconds, plan my vacation there.
I wouldn't go anywhere based on the fact that you had to even get a book. Forget that. Right away, deal off. And then that brings us to the summer bucket list, because when we started the summer, which was back just after Memorial Day weekend, Omar gave us all the same or a similar summer bucket list. I guess he does this with his family every year. We said come up with one for our show, and it included the following things: go on a road trip at least 6 hours, read a book, has to be at least 250 pages, do something you've never done before. You have to skinny dip, you have to visit a landmark, you have to do a DIY home project, drunk by noon, community service, and sex in public. So here we are now, about to enter August. And I know that some of you have been bragging that you've made many accomplishments in your summer bucket list.
Well, I'm almost 250 pages into my book, so I'm about to check that off. I probably can check that off by the end of the week.
Can you quit after you hit 250 pages?
I think I'm going to quit.
No, you got to finish it.
Oh. All right.
That sucks.
Summer bucket list.
I've also gone on a road trip. I already checked that off. And I wanted to ask you about this because I've already done a DIY project. I replaced the faucet hose in my kitchen. But I did another DIY project over the weekend, and I'm wondering if I could check that off twice and get an extra point.
No, you can't do something twice.
What if someone reads 2 books?
Who would do that? Who's going to read 2 books? Yeah, what is this? No one's reading 2 books.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, if I can't have sex in public, for example,
Why
can
can't
I do
you have
2
sex?
DIY?
That's the easiest thing to do on this whole list is have sex in public.
Have you
can't
done
transfer points.
Yeah, you can't transfer. No points transfers, Allie.
Come on,
no,
rewards.
Omar's rules. Omar's rules.
All right. Well, I've done the DIY project, and I had an idea for community service because I haven't done it yet. But I think something that I'm really good at is talking to customer service representatives and being that bitch and being the one who's aggressive. Like, my wife will be on the phone with customer service and never get anything done because she's way too nice. I will be the bitch on your customer service phone call. So if you want me to call customer service for you, I will do it.
That's not a community service.
Yeah,
What the hell are you
that's a
talking
service
about?
to the community. Being on the phone with customer service sucks, and you have to be on hold and all that stuff. I can do it.
I'm doing tsunami cleanup today at noon.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
There's no tsunami cleanup.
Well, that's right. I've done my job.
Summer bucket list.
Point Klein.
I also think that because I went on a train ride through the Redwoods, boom, I visited a landmark.
That's not a landmark.
The Redwoods are a landmark.
The forest.
It's a tree.
It's a big, important tree.
If you had gone to the hoe forest, you could have said, "I'm all up in this hoe."
Yeah, that's a landmark.
True. And I skinny dipped. What have you done?
You skinny dipped?
I told you I skinny dipped in my mom's pool.
Oh yeah, but your mom.
Hey, does that count?
I don't think so.
Skinny dipping has to be in public.
Nobody
agree.
said that it had to be in public. You said sex had to be in public, not the skinny dipping. It just said go skinny dipping, and I did. And there were cameras.
That's true.
I went to a community cold plunge place where they force you to wear a bathing suit, and I took my bathing suit off.
What, underwater for 2 seconds? I'm sure.
Yeah, about that long.
Yeah, that does not count because that's not skinny dipping. That's just mooning the water.
Well, you said it didn't count. It can't count in my pool, and so I haven't gone to the beach yet. So
okay.
So what?
So get it done.
So what other options are there? And I went skinny dipping in that place I went to in Mexico with my wife in the jungle.
Yeah, but you said you were trying to say that there was sex in public because you were in the jungle. That's not in public.
I did that too, though. Of course, monkeys were looking at me.
You're on a private balcony.
Yeah, but other people in their huts could have seen. And
Omar was having sex on a balcony where everybody in the hotel could see him potentially.
It's true.
That was more public than just being in a private cabana in a rainforest.
It wasn't a cabana. It was a hut.
Okay, whatever. There's not other people there.
There's other huts right next to my hut.
Yeah, but nobody can see
I watched someone next to me having sex.
Well, that's weird.
Why are you perving out, dude?
You could see right through the trees.
Did I say I was doing tsunami cleanup? Because I am.
Summer bucket list.
That was my tsunami cleanup after I watched them upset.
Ew.
I have not read a book. I can't
You need
go.
to switch out the book now or just to give up.
Omar, you finished your list already?
No, I did the road trip thing. I read a book, zip lining, obviously. I haven't done the skinny dipping thing. I visited a landmark. I done a DIY. Haven't been drunk by noon yet, and haven't done the community service.
And by
Those are the 2 I need to do.
And Allie, when I went to the Alisol Ranch or whatever that place, I went horseback ride. I did a bunch of stuff I never did before. Horseback ride, all that stuff.
You'd never been horseback riding?
Not like real horseback riding. Like
this wasn't real horseback riding.
That's like a horse that's getting ridden all day long. That's like having sex with a prostitute.
Do I get a point for that?
Summer bucket list.
So we are racing to the finish here, and I think that Omar's in the lead. Allie's in second. Jake's done. Jake's never going to be able to have sex. So he's out on that one.
Well, what if he self-pleasures in public?
I would accept that.
Okay, Jake, do it.
All right, here we go.
No.
The Klein Alley Show with new summer hours live till 11.
Summertime. KROQ.
Professional insert cliche here.
Professionals, we try to really identify, okay, let's not judge a book by its cover, but at the same time, our guards are up. So there's been a time or two where we're in a big parking structure right off Hollywood, and I was like, Allie, let me walk into your car real quick. Like, let me go with you, right? Like, I think of Allie and Vanessa as kind of like older sister and another older sister.
Thanks so much, Johnny. Love that.
You could have just said older sisters.
An older sister and another older sister.
I almost thought mom. I was like, am I going to say mom? But
I was like, is he going to say mom? But then you just graced me with another even older sister.
What a terrible question. Older and an older, grosser sister.
You need to be the dumbest person in every room you walk in.
Are you looking in the mirror when you say this?
Yes, dude.
This is his parting advice for the class. This is his big speech
All right,
at
this
the
is
end.
the big speech at the end. Maybe some Braveheart music, Omar, anything inspirational as we listen to Johnny's words of wisdom for the future. He's speaking to a class at UCLA. This is not a joke. I'm not sure how this got accepted. I think that whole school... That is the appropriate music. All right, here we go.
You need to be the dumbest person in every room you walk in, especially in this industry. That's what I've learned. You need to be the person that knows the least. I don't know anything. I don't. You need to be very dumb. That's the beauty in learning and the beauty of just being young, too. Not knowing. Nobody knows. What I've learned so far, nobody has any idea what they're doing.
You mean you're taking it all in?
Take everything.
Wait. She's like, how do I translate what he's saying?
Play it back.
Because he's saying, be dumb. Don't
You need
learn.
to be a sponge. And another thing you really need to do is fail.
Yep.
Fail. Write down, you must fail. Because you must fail. You can only fail about so many times.
You've already hit your limit, pal.
Before you hit a success. I did. That chicken video just didn't happen overnight.
Yes, it did.
That's true, bro. I ate with that, bro. That was so hard, bro.
You too can put chicken down your pits, but you have to fail.
Yes.
I did. That chicken video just didn't happen overnight. It's just what comes to you when you're the dumbest in the room and you soak up what everybody wants to teach you.
Yep.
These guys that failed a lot, they worked in way more than I could count different markets all across America before they landed here. Don't ever be the smartest, because if you're ever the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to be the dumbest.
I was going to say, for fellatio salad, we could definitely collab with some porn stars.
Yes. I mean, that was
there we go. That's Johnny.
Dude,
What
bro.
a fascinating look into the teachings. Everyone just got a free college course at UCLA.
Yes. You know what's crazy? Somebody paid $6,000 worth of quarterly tuition to hear me talk in their class.
To hear you say, don't learn anything, just fail.
Yes, that's so dumb.
Beautifully said.
I want my money back.
Oh, man. More food has just arrived here. You guys are the worst.
Oh, yay!
Question. It's KROQ, Klein, Allie show. If you're in a relationship with someone, married, dating, whatever, and they want to do something to alter their physical appearance, do you feel that as the person that is their plus one, their significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, do you have any input in if they should or could do it? Or do you think
what
it's
would
their...
define like a major change?
Well, in my case, I got this...
porn stash?
It's not a porn stash. Just a regular, good old-fashioned mustache.
You look like a plumber.
Yeah, thank you. I don't think anyone looks at me and goes, that guy could do porn. But they definitely...
You could look like you could direct it.
But by the way, I could definitely do porn better than I could do plumbing. I mean,
You definitely look sleazier with it on.
Thank you. That's the
It's
look I'm
actually
going for.
because of the shirt you're wearing, too. It kind of looks like you're about to recruit Johnny.
Johnny, you're in. Pack it up. Pack it up and sack it up. You're in.
No. Are you serious about that mustache, or is this for jokey joke like you've done before, and just to know your wife?
It's so funny. You're the third person that has said to me, "Is that serious?" What an insulting thing to say to someone. Is that
you would do it as a joke, though.
Yes,
that's who you are.
Yeah, I am doing it as a joke,
Yeah.
but I'm doing it. I'm doing it more.
So is mine. See?
Allie, what's that? Why do you have a mustache, Allie? That's even funnier. She's got a real push broom one.
Yeah.
This no, but I mean, my wife said like. When she goes and does stuff with her hair, she doesn't ever ask. I mean, she'll say things like, "Hey, I'm thinking about cutting my hair short," and I'm like, "Well, whatever."
I know, but for her, I bet it's like she thinks it's a dramatic change, and it's something that you would not even notice.
No, I don't. Sometimes she'll come in and she'll be like, "Did you notice anything?" And I'm like,
"I got a long swoop, bang."
Right,
and
I'm like, "What did you do?"
What?
And she's like, "It's like a quarter of an inch longer or shorter than yesterday." I'm like, "How would I know that? I don't know that, but I wouldn't care." Like she got another piercing in her ear.
She did?
Like another one of the top top
midlife
holes.
crisis. Why are you getting your ear pierced?
I don't know,
middle age?
but she like asked me if I noticed it, and of course I didn't. I didn't notice it.
What, Vanessa?
I think if she wants to pierce her ear at middle age, she
No,
can.
First of all, she will not like the fact that she's being referred to as middle-aged. That's going to bother her more than anything.
I'm just saying she's a woman who's married and has 2 kids, and I feel like at that point you kind of like have your look figured out.
Yeah, she's a cool mom.
But I think, is that why she's doing it? To be like, I'm a cool mom?
I don't know why she's doing it. I didn't really ask. But maybe she's sleeping with the piercer. I don't know. She just came back and said, "Do you notice any more holes on me?" And I said, "I'd like to." And then she said, "There's one here in the top of my ear." I said, "Oh, all right, whatever." But I wouldn't say
perfect fit.
You have to.
Is this because she wanted to one-up her kid who got her ears pierced?
I think she was trying to one-up my daughter.
Are you serious?
Well, fine, I'm going to go to Claire's.
Yeah, you get 2. Yeah. She was in Claire's too, with that big lollipop, so she could look young enough to get the free one. No, but in all seriousness, do you think that there needs to be a clearing with if you're going to dye your hair, I'm talking about drastic change now. Facial tattoo, dyeing of the hair to a different color, shaving head. Is that something your partner needs any input on at all?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I think,
that's crazy.
My wife has always had bangs ever since I met her.
Yeah, she does all over the place. Bangs on the side.
Right.
Bangs your friends.
No, not those kinds of bangs.
No one loves bangs more than your wife.
She will never not have bangs. Never.
That is
she
so
needs
true.
to have bangs. Okay. This isn't going well. The bangs on her face.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Above her eyebrows.
Yeah.
All right. She's always had them.
Just everywhere.
Just bangs everywhere.
All right. Forget it.
Summer bangs, winter bangs.
And I will not allow her to not bang.
Vacation bangs.
I'm just saying it's her signature thing. Okay.
You're not helping yourself.
The hair look is always what it's going to be.
Yeah.
She knows that that's the best. The point I'm making about the ear piercing and about all of it is that once you're a certain age, I feel like you have the good stuff figured out. Like, I look best like this. I've tried all the other things. I've tried all the other hair colors. I've tried this, that. I know that this is the best. You're a work in progress.
Yeah. No, but you just lost a bunch of weight, and now you're, quote unquote, hot Allie. But people always want to kind of change themselves.
Couldn't have sounded more disgusted saying that. You're hot
Control your down flex to finish your sentence.
Right. So I think Omar's right. I think sometimes we look like a work in progress. We haven't figured it out yet, so we're trying things. I'm thinking maybe.
Well, that mustache isn't making you hotter. You know that.
Well, I don't know that. I was actually hit up by a guy yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he call you, Daddy?
He said, "This credit card's not working. Do you have another one?" And I said, "Yeah, hold on one
stop
second."
hitting on me.
All right, leave it alone, sir. All right, we can take a break. A lot of thoughts on this. We'll be right back. We got Freeway Feud to get to.
Freeway Feud?
Freeway. The mustache shot in my mouth. Hold on. I'm choking on my mustache. You in New York City with 9 Inch Nails, that's a real thing. It's part of KROQ's Road Trip USA. And in about 5 minutes, exactly 9 a.m. this morning, we will get you tickets to go see 9 Inch Nails. Sold out show, Kia Forum, September 18th. And we'll get you on the standby boarding list to go see them again in New York City. Your chances to win with us coming up right after your ADD News. And then again at noon, 3 and 6 right here on KROQ. But first, what's going on in the world? Let's figure it out together.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So there's something changing in the music world, and I hate it. And it's getting more and more complicated to listen to the music you want, check out new music, or go to shows. For example, if you want tickets to a show, sure, good luck to you. But if you're a Capital One card holder, suddenly you get access to pre-sale. You got all these benefits, right? If you want to go to Chappell Roan's newly announced show in Pasadena, first register for this website. If you register, maybe you'll be randomly selected to access the tickets. Registration for that website, by the way, already closed. Then, once it's sold out, you're able to join a wait list. Very complicated process.
I wanted to go to see this artist right here. You had to sign up and get a Discover. You had to actually get a Discover card.
Right, a new credit card.
Just to see this artist right here.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA,
sell out,
then everybody be surfing like California, yeah.
So now
Go to Discover.
Worth it, dude. Worth it.
Worth it. Definitely worth it.
So now, with Hayley Williams of Paramore's new album, She released 17 new songs, or did she? Here's what you have to do. You have to go to her website. Then you get linked to another website which holds her new line of hair dye products. Purchase one of the hair dye products.
Come on.
Then you will get a password to her original website, which will then allow you to access the songs. Why are they making it this difficult? I understand that people are just trying to make money or they're trying to have partnerships and things like that. But when it comes to music, access to music should be easy. And I know that seeing shows is getting more and more expensive, but it's also more expensive and it's seeming more and more selective with who is able to go.
I understand why an artist would do something fun, like release a bonus song if you were to support whatever their side hustle was. But to get any of the music, it does seem, as a fan, it does seem frustrating. And I understand
it's to promote certain things that you know, side business. Like, I remember Jack Whitey came out with his album, and at first it was just available on his vinyl. You had to buy it on vinyl to listen to it, which I understand that's a hoop you have to jump through, but at least it's a music hoop. At least it's like vinyl and original way of listening to music. I went to
Chipotle on Free Guacamole Day, and they said I couldn't get it because I didn't have the app or something. I didn't order through the app. It's the same thing. Yeah, same thing. I want guacamole. I'm here.
Free guac, Haley Williams music. They're one and
I didn't order through the app, so no guac for me.
Yeah, and so there's this exclusivity, right, that also makes people go, oh, it's exclusive, I have to find a way to get it. Or does it just make you frustrated because of us, people like me, who are not exclusive, who are not special, who are not lucky? If I have to do some kind of a lottery thing, I'm not getting picked for that.
Yeah, but
my hot sister's getting picked for that.
But this is why they're giving people like you a chance, because now all you got to do is go shell out some money, which you're not going to do, buy yourself some hair dye, and boom, now you're in. So
but it's like, then what am I waiting? Am I going to wait? How long is this hair dye thing going to happen before they just release the music anyway?
Right.
And then do you want to be the first person to listen to it? I guess I'll buy some hair dye.
If Taylor Swift...
Yeah, but if you want to support the artist, buy some goddamn hair dye. They're not making any money on Spotify, and do they have to constantly tour to make money? That's crazy.
Allie's saying, why would she buy hair dye if she's about to shave her head?
No, that's why.
Oh, okay. That's now I get it. For
From
sure.
that dome, baby.
If Haley Williams had a line of wigs, that would be different.
Yeah, very different. Allie is going to
I'm going to buy those anyway.
Allie's going to shave that head, baby.
No, I'm not. All right, there are a lot of shameful moments that you can experience at the airport. One of them is when your bag is too heavy and you are the person who has to open your luggage and rummage through it in front of everybody at the airport.
So embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
They should put a phone booth right by the baggage weight scale just for people to be able to do that in their privacy of a phone.
Yes,
it's so
just
shameful.
like a little curtain or something.
I feel so embarrassed for watching people do that, and I feel even more when it's my own self doing it too. It's the worst.
So another thing that I think is highly embarrassing is when they tell you to put that bag in the bag checker. Like if you have a carry-on bag and they're like, that looks a little big.
It's not going to fit.
Put it in that little...
Right.
I think that's the real box of shame, that little metal thing, you know?
Till scramming their foot.
There's a TikTok video that's going viral right now because this woman had a small carry-on. I mean, you know, people have those big ones that, like, extend.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, you are pushing it. Like, it doesn't even fit in the overhead.
There's some backpack on TikTok where I think the guy puts, like, 6 weeks worth of clothes in it and then vacuums it shut, and the thing gets, like, smaller than a fanny pack.
Cool.
It looks amazing.
Well, this woman had one of those smaller carry-ons where you feel like you probably fit like a sweater and a pair of shoes in it, and she can't even fit it in the bag checker. And it draws this whole conversation about, is there shrinkflation with the bag checker?
Yes.
Like,
100%.
I think those bag checkers, in this video, this bag checker looks so small. And she has a tiny, I mean, look at this thing.
Let me see.
Tiny
Hold
yellow.
on. Yeah, that's not...
See, look how small that suitcase is. It's very small.
Smaller than 80% of the bags. But
exactly. And then the bag checker, like, I don't even think I could fit my backpack in there.
No, you probably couldn't.
So it's a discrepancy among every airline, but it's also just this inconsistency with what the bag size should be and how much you're being charged for it and what the size is of a carry-on bag.
Well, the airline screwed us because they started charging us for bags. And so then people said, I don't want to pay for bags, so I'm just going to figure out a way to play by your rules and cram as much stuff as I can into the carry-on. Then all of a sudden, the carry-ons have gotten out of control big.
Yeah, and I think what's next is that people are going to start wearing the things that they want to pack, and then there's going to be requirements on that.
Right, and also just that whole concept in general that you can weigh 500 pounds and have a 20-pound bag. But what if I weigh, look at Jake, frail Jake over there, who's 140 pounds now.
You should get
more
luggage.
Yeah, I should get more bags.
500-pound bag.
Everyone should get a total of 200 pounds.
Right.
Whether
that's not enough. It's got to be more than that. I mean, everyone should get probably 350, but still, I would, between people and bag, I think 350 a person seems like a fair number.
That's crazy. And then finally, I know that your wife is going to like this news, particularly Klein. If you're going to be walking around hiking trails and stuff like that this summer, just beware. There's going to be a lot of tarantulas around.
Oh, God.
Here's something that you probably don't want to hear. The tarantulas are coming. Lots and lots of tarantulas. In the coming weeks, tens of thousands of tarantulas are going to be crawling out of their burrows across the Southwest, including in SoCal. They mean no harm. In fact, they are male tarantulas just looking for love, for that special lady tarantula to mate with, despite their reputation that they are
so much scarier. By the way, that is... what's scarier?
Horny tarantula?
Well, yeah, what's scarier than a horny
Don't
tarantula?
worry, it's just an aggressive male tarantula looking for someone to have sex with.
I mean,
would you rather get bitten?
Humans are at their worst when they're horny and looking for to have sex. Like, I imagine tarantulas are the exact same.
I know, they're probably
It's
aggressive.
usually mild, and they generally try to avoid contact with humans. Man, I'm still keeping my distance, though.
Yeah, all right, well.
He's scared.
Yeah, I get it.
No! If it drops into the bed, I will f***ing kill you. Be smart.
That's how my wife handles spiders.
I feel like I hear this story every year, obviously. I never see tarantulas anywhere.
They're hard to find.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think this is just...
It's because they're horny out. They're not desperate. They're not going to go for you.
Run! There she is!
Yeah, they don't want that. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and this hour comes with your Nine Inch Nails tickets if you're caller 20 at 800-520-1067. Let's go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. We got lots to get into this hour, but we kick it off by getting you on the standby boarding list so you can travel, cram your overpacked carry-on into a tiny little compartment and go to New York and see Nine Inch Nails. That will happen when we give away that trip Monday. But between now and then, we're getting your name on the standby list and giving you tickets to see Nine Inch Nails right here, Southern California. During tarantula mating season, you can get yourself tickets right now if you are caller 20, and you will see Nine Inch Nails happening at the Kia Forum September 18th. So we will pick up caller 20 in a moment. 800-520-1067.
Here's a question. People are now texting the code to the Hayley Williams album and saying that it's readily available on the internet. People are posting it on Reddit. Now, am I a douche for...
I know what you're saying. Now you have the code, but you didn't buy the product.
Right.
Or you're taking advantage of the system.
Right.
To get music.
Correct.
Yes. But you're not above that. And I know at some point...
Well, I mean, it's like Napster, right? Everybody was just trying to find free ways to listen to music.
Right. I understand. At some point you go, it's weird because I'm a fan.
Also, what if I buy it? What if I buy the hair dye and I get the songs I don't like the songs?
Well, it's like Jake just wanted to support Ozzy Osbourne and he ended up buying a bootleg shirt. He didn't even buy a real shirt.
I couldn't.
So I'm saying, like, Ozzy and his family is not going to get any of the proceeds from the shirt you bought because you bought a bootleg parking lot.
But some kid in China he needs it more.
That's a good point.
You're supporting the economy in China for children.
Point. Hey, let's say hi to Mario.
Yes.
Hi, you're caller 20.
Awesome.
Yes.
Great. Thank you, guys.
Great news for you. You're going to see Nine Inch Nails right here, and potentially we call you back Monday morning and give you the good news. You'll see them again in New York, all right?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for starting your day with us here on KROQ. It means more to us than you would possibly even know. So thank you for that.
What a pleasant interaction.
California tarantulas are harmless.
I don't care if they're harmless. I don't want to see them.
Yeah, they look creepy as that.
Then don't be so big.
If I can get my hands on some of them, I could come up with some great audio for the show.
You gonna put one in the bed?
A few. If I can get good ones.
Dude,
she'll lose it.
She would divorce you.
You would have to move again.
I would have to move again.
This will come back to bite you.
And she would divorce me, so.
Do it.
It's a win-win.
Win-win. Free Klein.
Klein Alley Show. Disneyland tickets in your future. Just listen to everything we say. Could be questions or answers to quiz questions about the show, and that'll happen in about an hour, so just keep paying attention, take notes, or better yet, just listen to everything again and again. Watch it. Some people said they're watching YouTube for the first time this week because they think that they'll retain information better if they see it and hear it rather than just hear it.
Like this.
So Allie just made a crazy face to the camera.
What did I do? Maybe it's a quiz question.
This is why spiders don't want to do you, because of that exact thing you just did.
Why spiders reject you. We actually have a couple of hits and leads on tarantulas. If you're truly interested in this, Klein, 909 said, me and my wife own 7 tarantulas, and the ones that we own are poisonous. 424 is going on a hike in Azusa and saw hundreds of them last time they were there. They will get us some if we are serious.
I don't think that we...
You want to see that in person?
No, I don't think that we want tarantulas. Allie, I don't know all these noises you've made, but they are...
I don't know, but I'm loving it.
They are alarming.
Any others?
To say the very least. I'm concerned about something that you are doing that
Why?
Well, because you're in a public place, and what you are... I know what you're watching. Because it's something...
because you're watching it too.
Yeah, but I'm watching it in the comfort of my own house. And I always think about this when people watch stuff on airplanes that have, like, graphic sex scenes.
If you're watching something that's that good, you're doing everyone a favor.
Allie is currently watching the show that I talked about. It is a pretty explicit show on Netflix.
I started watching it hours after we talked about it. You sold me on it. I was ready to go. There was so much lesbian sex in there. I was like, great.
A lot of hardcore lesbo stuff. And
everybody who is married to a man in that show is also gay. It's great.
Yeah, they're all cheating with each other.
Yeah.
But you told me that you polished it off and you watched the whole show at your gym.
Yeah, because that's the only time I really have to watch anything. I don't really have time in the evening at all. And then Katie and I pick one show, and that's the show we're watching. So we're already finishing Hacks. I can't start her on a new show, so I have to take this upon myself, and the only other free time I have is when I'm running on a treadmill, on Peloton, or whatever, so I put it on while I'm doing that.
Every episode of that show
is highly sexual.
At least once in the show, oftentimes 2 or 3 times, has full-on... Like almost, I mean, my wife turned to me and she goes, "This is like full on porn."
Yeah,
but is this like that kind of sneaky porn where they use the cameras to kind of like block a certain way?
Oh no, nothing's blocked. No.
Full frontals.
Oh,
penetration?
No, because it's lady stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So a lot of
actually,
but there's pegging.
Yeah, that was a wild scene.
Or a woman pegging a man.
The show is called the Hunted or something.
The Hunting Wives.
The Hunting Wives, and it's on Netflix. But the point is, and it's very sexed up, and it's an Allie.
And it's just ridiculously overdramatic. I mean, it's like, one wife meets another wife, they have sex, and then someone ends up dead. And then there's a gun missing. And it's like, oh my God, what happened? But then it's like, oh, we're so worried. Let's find the murderer. But first, let's have sex.
Right. They're not going to win any Emmys for writing. Let's put it that way.
No, I mean, it's a completely smut-driven...
Right.
It's going to be so funny to win an Emmy.
It's not going to win an Emmy.
There's no good acting in it. And there are good actors in it, but it's just badly written. It's badly acted. It's completely tropes and things that are just grabbing you for the sake of, over gratuitous sex scenes.
That all being said, it's my new favorite show.
It's great. I finished it so fast.
And when Allie told me that she watched the whole thing at the gym, I was concerned because if you're watching that where are you even watching it at the gym?
I watched it on the treadmill, and then yesterday I was actually finishing it while I was doing circuit training. So I was carrying it with me.
Is this like an adult-only gym that you're going to, or?
I don't think they allow anyone under 13.
She goes to that YMCA thing, and it's all like children that the parents were too cheap to buy babysitters, so they just sit them in front of watch me play with this medicine ball for an hour.
You're talking about the kid zone, and that's different from where the gym is.
Oh,
okay?
Did you watch it in the kid zone?
The gym is just for people 13 and older, and because it's summer, there's not a lot of students there right now. It's all like, middle-aged people and, old ladies who are there to do aqua aerobics.
And you have your AirPods in? Is that how you're listening to it?
Oh, no, full blast.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh!
I thought, so you at least have headphones.
Yes, I have AirPods in, and if I'm on a treadmill and I'm running and I'm just watching on my phone, you can't see what I'm watching.
But you don't have that weird feeling like normal person would have a feeling like I'm watching something right now that is, naked people banging, and there's and there's strangers around me walking around. There's something that would be off. Like you should.
No, I tune everybody out, and I had like the fastest run I've ever done. I finally got close to 30 minutes for a 5K.
For a mile?
Yeah, no, for a full mile.
Allie's going to get the 30-minute mile.
No, I did a 5K in 30 minutes and 20 seconds, and it was my fastest time because I was watching that show, I swear.
You think you're running faster because you're...
Yeah, because you're all charged up. You're chasing the pee.
Chasing the pee.
Yeah, and if you feel like it's getting your heart rate up, you're interested, you're engaged, right? You don't know what's going to happen next. It's a totally overdramatic show with all these twists and turns, and so you're just running, and then before you know it, 35 minutes has gone by, and you're like, whoa, I did a 5-mile run that day.
People are now convinced that it was you making all those noises at the gym with that audio you played us last week, that grunting and moaning person at the gym.
That was not me.
I think that was the show Allie was watching, is what it sounds like.
No,
because
you're talking about this one.
Yeah,
That sounds like
I think this is you, Allie. Did you make up a whole like weird different person? It's just you watching the sex show at the gym?
This was the season finale.
It may have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, you claim that was some woman lifting weights, but clearly that's you.
No, I was not
play the sounds of Allie making those noises. It sounds very similar. You just played a bunch of sounds of her making noises. They all sound almost just like the same person. I'm being serious. See? That sounds just like that person at the gym.
That's not what I sound like.
I can't believe you...
That's when I finished.
I can't believe you watched that show in public. I mean,
I don't care what I watch in public. I don't care what I watch in an airplane. I don't care what anybody sees. If they look at a show and they go, wow, that show looks good, I'm thankful that person is now going to be watching that show because of me or vice versa. I saw somebody watching The Whale on the plane, and I was like, why do I have to see this? Why do I have to see you watching this? It's
Someone
cringe.
was probably watching Allie on this gym security cameras, watching the show, because that seems to happen quite a bit. Other people agree, yeah, when I'm on the plane watching a movie and a nudity comes on, I always feel obligated to shut my laptop immediately. People around watch. It's just a weird feel. It's just
Just knowing that people could potentially see it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't control it. You don't know when a sex scene's going to come up.
Well,
it's not like they do a warning for that.
You know, in this show, it's always going to come up.
Oh, I know. There's at least 3 in every episode. It's awesome.
I think we're doing a lot of promotion for this show.
It's like they have a 20-minute, but it's like, okay, it's been 20 minutes. Someone has to have sex.
We have to take a break because we have waiting on the phone right now a couple that is going to battle it out in a petty claims court. They need your help. So instantly you have jury duty. You will hear a case in a moment between a husband and a wife that are fighting over something that is so petty that even small claims court would not take the case. But we will, and you will decide who's right, who's wrong. And everyone knows scorekeeping is the best part of being in a relationship. We come back with that next.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop for.
I want to be part of it.
Get lost in Times Square. Get cast in a Broadway musical you didn't audition for. All while folding a slice and standing in line for a $12 bagel. When you see 9 Inch Nails in New York. Hail a cab at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to score tickets to their sold-out show at the Kia Forum on September 18th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in New York. Courtesy of Live Nation and ICLG.
You'll come see us, 9 Inch Nails, at the Forum, only on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein, Allie's show. Although currently we are dressed as eagles to celebrate the greatest story to happen in Southern California in some time, the birth of the babies of Jackie and Shadow.
Yeah, and I was able to get a really great deal on some highly inflatable eagle costumes just because I don't want Jackie and Shadow to get all the glory. When you think about it, anybody on a live stream can be a bald eagle and get attention, don't you agree?
I don't understand what we're attempting to prove here by dressing up. I think this was one giant... you and Vanessa got inside of each other's heads, and you started hyping each other up and saying, oh, it'll be great if we do the show dressed like eagles.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, but
I like it too.
Visually, I
like it too because I'm not doing it.
Right, of course.
Yeah, that's the best part.
I tried so desperately this morning to shift this onto someone else. I was like, it'll be just as funny if Jake comes in here dressed like an eagle.
No, he can't fit in this costume.
But we're going to attempt to, I guess, feed each other now.
Well, yeah, because like I said, the big story yesterday was that they did their first feeding, and obviously it's fascinating. I mean, Omar, you've been gripped by this, right?
Oh, yeah,
You're one
I
of
love it to
the
death.
80,000 people that have been watching Jackie and Shadow and seeing how their eaglets' lives are starting out. So why can't we get in on some of that attention?
I guess we realized that, God damn, I hate this thing.
This is so loud.
What I realized is that people are obsessed with watching cams of eagles, and since our YouTube, live YouTube is kind of new, what could we do to maybe steal some eyeballs away from the much more popular eagle cam? And we decided rather than just be a better version of a radio show, which is impossible, we've tried, let's just maybe dress like eagles, and maybe we get some confused, really slow adults that actually check out this stream and think that they're looking at the Jackie and Shadow cam.
Some of the immediate comments on the YouTube live stream are that Klein's nose still somehow looks better than the costume's eagle nose.
Thank you. I'll take that as a win for me.
So do you want to share some of this beef stick as a nice breakfast?
So I guess what we were going to attempt to do right now is recreate eagles feeding each other, because that is the thing that everyone's going nuts about. If you haven't seen it yet, you're not yet watching the live Big Bear cam. But everyone thinks it's the greatest thing ever. In fact, I can't even play this audio because I can't even see my...
I think I can get
it. Could you have bought louder costumes, Allie? Or were there louder ones available?
Look, there was another one that was really, really good, but it was like $200. And these ones were $37.
Well, you got everything you paid for here.
Okay, hold on a second.
If you are wondering why it sounds different in here, it's because we are currently encased in eagle suits. And in a moment, we are going to attempt to feed each other. And I believe the meal this morning is a beef stick of some variety.
Johnny, while you're here, can you please open up the beef stick, because I can't open it myself with my wings?
Allie, I think we should let Allie try to open it up, because this was her idea from the very beginning. Let's let her...
Well, and I also have a lot of respect for these eagles, because it is hard to do things without hands.
Yeah, do it with your mouth.
Put the mask on the right way.
Well, I can't bite on it.
Yeah, Allie's all ass backwards with her whole costume.
Okay.
And
her face is coming out of the neck.
Yeah, it's a terrible...
Enough about my neck!
The costume cannot accommodate Allie's giant long neck. If you are wondering what this monstrosity looks like, you can head over to YouTube.
Johnny, open that up for Allie.
KROQ's
What are you doing?
No, I want Allie to try to open.
Oh my God!
It's a much funnier segment. Allie tries to open things in an eagle suit, because the reality of this is that it wasn't really that well thought out. I think they just got so excited about the eagle costumes that we just assumed the rest would figure itself out.
Oh my God, I think I got it.
And it clearly has not. So,
yes!
All right. So for anyone who's enjoying watching eagles do things, which apparently happens once a year around birthing season, maybe, just maybe, you'll enjoy this. Allie's going to
I'm going to go over there.
Stick it up, and we're going to attempt to feed each other, baby bird style, mouth to mouth. This is a live feeding, which apparently is all the rage these days on the cams. So take this, real eagles. Hold on. Allie and I are going to attempt.
Klein's stuck.
I'm trapped. Hold on.
Oh my God. This looks like some sort of weird porn.
I got this stick in my mouth, guys. We just did a very successful and unsuccessful live feeding. Oh, the beef tastes like cigarettes. Were you smoking again? You know what's funny about this dumb bit is that Allie thought this had enough legs to do once every hour. She goes, we'll start every hour with a live feeding. And I said, I think if we do this once on the air, it'll be more than enough.
Look, I also said we should wear these the entire show.
Right, that was another big mistake. So
I didn't know how cumbersome they were going to be. I didn't realize we wouldn't have access to our hands at all.
When we get back from this break, you will never hear of this ever again. So enjoy this memory while you can. The show continues next. And speaking of feeding, if you're the parent of a Girl Scout, father or mother, and you would like to prove that you are the best seller of the cookies, since we all know the responsibility falls on you, It's a chance for you to call us now. We'll let you try to outsell each other, and we will spend hundreds of dollars to buy boxes of cookies that we definitely don't need, but Jake will probably eat them all. That's next.
Then pew pew.
Everything that Omar plays, I gave to him.
Omar, play a sound.
Don't be such a nerd, bro.
There we go.
Give me that.
That's Omar.
Boom.
Don't be such an effing nerd,
Come on,
bro.
do you have a sound to come back
Jake.
with?
I want to see you guys get into a sound fight right now.
Disneyland.
What?
Gay.
Oh my God. Okay, now what?
Omar wins round 1.
Check beats.
Omar wins round 2. Omar's up 2-0, Jake.
I gave him that sound.
First to 3 wins this thing.
Pew pew.
Oh, man. Why don't you shut up, Jake?
Knockout blow! He got you good, Jake.
What a snipe!
That is the audio sniper for you.
Klein, Allie, show! Mornings on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ.
Almost Monday, the band. It'll be on Thursday at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, and we'd love to get you in. Postmaster Johnny will be hosting. It's always a good time at a KROQ pool party, and we will get you in right now if you're caller 20. And apparently, if you want more information about it, you can just listen to me try to explain it earlier in today's show.
And now, it's time for a moment with Kevin.
KROQ's pool party at Morongo that'll be happening on Thursday with Almost Monday, all right?
All right, thank you.
See in the deep end, right? Deep end. Jesus Christ.
That was a moment with Kevin.
I think Mr. Kevin did mistake.
Klein, Allie,
Klein, Allie Show.
KROQ, the world famous KROQ.
This is the one thing you should never put in the TSA bin unless you want it stolen.
I actually flew back from Portland, Oregon, and when I got my bag out, I noticed that the potato salad was missing. I go walking back there, and the guys are eating my potato salad.
How was that not the clickbait answer?
That's the new answer.
Show me potato salad.
Show me potato salad.
Do you confront them and say, hey, that's my effing potato salad?
I did. I'm like, look at the tag on that. It says it's from Otto's. I'm the one that bought it. So why the hell are you guys eating it? They didn't say anything. The guy that had the container just turned and walked away.
That's so funny.
That's TSA for you.
Oh, he got me. I don't care.
You're listening to the sounds of a gavel banging, which means it's time to meet a couple that is battling it out, something in their personal relationship, and you will get to determine who's right and who's wrong. It's time for Petty Claims Court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to Small Claims Court. But what about stuff that's too small for Small Claims Court? This is Petty Claims Court.
Congratulations, you're on the jury, and we need your opinion. You're going to meet a couple that has... Oh, this is interesting, Allie. This couple has known each other since they were 12 years old.
Oh.
And now they have been married for 5 years. So that's a couple that grew up. I wonder if they were, like Omar was, faithful the whole time, or if they disappeared and
they
then
wandered and came back to each other. We'll have to find out.
But it doesn't really matter because the husband, by the name of Alfonso, is not happy. and we're going to get his wife on the phone in a moment, and she will get to defend herself, but I believe he has brought her to Petty Claims Court. So let's say hi to Alonzo. Good morning, Alonzo. Welcome to KROQ.
Yo, Sweet Dibs, what's up, guys?
Sweet Dibs. What's happening in your marriage? Oh, before you get to that, you met your wife when you guys were both 12?
Yeah, we met in junior high.
And then did you start dating then, or you were just like friends and met later in life?
No, that jerk didn't want to be my girlfriend at the time, so we unfortunately stayed friends. And then she eventually came back around when we were 23.
She went and dipped in the dating pool and was like, I can't get anything better than Alonzo, so I'll go back to you. How romantic.
No, man, she knew what was up. She saw what was out there, and she knew the goods.
All right, I like that confidence.
That's right.
What is the reason you've brought her to Petty Claims Court?
So, my wife is short, and she has a tendency to, I can't reach the cabinets up top, so she leaves all the Tupperware on the counter for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, all the cabinets and Tupperware and everything, it's right next to the stool, so she doesn't pull the stool out and put the Tupperware away. She waits for me to do it.
That's interesting that the Tupperware is in such a high location.
No, it's really not. We live in a small apartment. We've only got so many places to put it, and unfortunately it has to go there. And she refuses to do it by herself. She waits for me to do it.
Let me bring her on so she can join in on the fun here. And, of course, the audience will get to determine after hearing both of your arguments who wins and who loses this battle. Terry, how small are you?
Hi. Hey, good morning, guys.
You sound very small. You sound like a mouse.
Hey! Yeah, Terry, how small are you?
I'm not that short. I'm 5'2".
Oh, that's not short. That's like a foot taller than Vanessa.
So, you have a special step stool that was purchased just so you could reach the top cabinets in your apartment?
I do, but I mean, I already kind of had like a near-death experience with it, so I'm traumatized, and I feel like...
Dude, those stools are death traps sometimes. I swear to God, we have one that has collapsed on itself twice. This is how my kid broke his arm.
But, Allie, stools are intended for kids to use. So, I mean, she's an adult. She should figure out how to balance on a stool.
Yeah, I know, but some of those stools, they buckle. All right, Terry?
They do, yeah. And then it's just weird stepping up, stepping down, and sometimes it caves on you. If it's uneven, there's a mat or there's something.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell already one time, almost broke my leg. So every time I look at it, I'm like, am I going to die today? Am I going to die? I don't know.
You don't want to die putting Tupperware away. It's such a lame way to die.
So do you guys have an agreement, or did you have an agreement at some point in all of your years of knowing each other that he would handle anything that goes like shelves above eye level? Was that the deal?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. For some reason, she just decided that it's my job without talking to me about it. But every time I come home, I see the stack of Tupperware, and I've been leaving it lately. And in fact, there's actually a stack right now that's just sitting there. And she always just leaves it for me, apparently, to put it away.
It sounds like, though, Terry is unloading the dishwasher.
Yeah, well, I am the dishwasher.
No, she is the dishwasher.
Okay, so obviously she's washing the dishes, and maybe she's leaving a few for you to put away, but overall she's doing the chore, right? She's just doing probably 85% of it, and you're just finishing the job for her.
No,
yes.
I mean, she could just
most of the time,
take the extra 30 seconds
I
to do
put
it.
everything away.
Right. She's putting almost everything away, and this is easier for you to complete, so she's asking you to complete it.
Alonzo, is the issue the fact that it's Tupperware, and that seems kind of like a lame thing to go top shelf? Like if you rearrange the kitchen a little bit and you put something that felt like a little bit cooler on the top shelf, like knives, would that make you feel more involved or no?
I mean, knives would be rad, but I think it's just the fact that she doesn't want to pull a stool out when it just takes 10 seconds to pull the stool out.
Right.
And it takes 10 seconds for you to put the Tupperware away as well.
Oh,
no. When I come home, it should just be done, right?
Okay, well, I'm just saying, if I pull the stool and then I fall and you come home to a dead wife,
right?
Wouldn't that be worse than a stack of Tupperware?
And you'll still have to put the Tupperware away because she'll be dead.
Nothing dramatic about that argument.
No, it's not.
All right, so
not even a little bit.
If you're just joining us now, I always argue that this is the pettiest of the petty claims courts, but this actually could be the pettiest because they're arguing about something that would take each of them not a lot of time to do, but yet it bothers them, and that's like a lot of relationships. There's little things that just get magnified over the years. They've known each other since they were 12.
Yeah.
Started dating at 23. Now they've been married 5 years. Even if it's a little annoyance, think about that day after. It's compounding.
I will say, though, that Tupperware is the most annoying thing to put away. You have to stack it properly with the other parts of the Tupperware, and they find the things that are the exact size. And what are you going to do with the lids? So they always fall all over and get unorganized.
Don't even stack.
Yeah, if you're not stacking them properly, then the Tupperware, that is the toughest drawer to keep in order.
Right. Well, that's why they decided to just get rid of it and put it on the top shelf. She wants no part of it.
They just want to hide it from everybody.
In a moment, you're going to get a chance to vote if you're listening right now and decide who's right, who's wrong. We're listening to the case of Alonzo versus his wife, Terry. She's accused of being too short, but she's not using her stool. Why do you guys even have the stool, I guess, would be the follow-up question we're seeing a lot on the text line now. If she doesn't use it, why not get rid of the stool?
I use it when it's enough that it bothers me.
Uh-huh. And are there snacks or things in the freezer that you want to get that you can't get because of your height?
No, I can reach the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
And how tall are you, Alonzo?
I'm 5'9".
Okay, so you're an average height for a man.
Alonzo could be using the stool to get on top of the fridge.
I know, above the fridge? I don't think you can reach that.
Yeah, you guys got me there.
All right, fair enough. All right, so once again, it does seem like this is a solvable issue, but it's really not about solving problems here. It's about determining who's right and who's wrong. So you get 10 seconds closing arguments. The jury will decide who they vote for, and that is who will win, and then there will be consequences. So a lot of people saying just throw that Tupperware in the trash. That's where it ends up eventually anyway. You go from a set all the way down to I think I'm down now to one matching lid. I have a lot of lids and a lot of pieces.
How do I lose the lid? I lose the lids and not the actual bottom. I'm like, where's the lid to this?
Right, it's the sock of the kitchen, the Tupperware. But regardless, all right, 10 seconds closing arguments. Terry, you get to go ahead and argue first. Whenever you're ready, your clock will begin.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying I put everything else away, and sometimes I'm in a hurry, and it's just one thing, and I'll leave it for later. Maybe he could do it. It'll take him a second. Also, I want to remind him every day that I need you, and it's just like, hey, I need you to do this for me.
Yeah, don't you feel manly doing it?
Manly? I'm man enough. I don't need to feel manly.
All right, we go to your final 10 seconds. This is a man now to wrap it up in 10 seconds. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready, Alonzo.
Truthfully, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to just pull the stool out and get up there and do it. I don't see why I have to be forced to do it. I do other things around the house as well. 10 seconds to just get up there and do it doesn't seem like that much to me.
Yeah, bro.
Someone said get her some...
I'm man enough without putting Tupperware
Get her
away.
some stilts. All right, we'll come back. The first 100 votes will determine who wins and who loses this battle. It's Petty Claims Court on KROQ. We take this very seriously. This relationship could end as a result of the ruling here. So let us know now on the text line. Are you voting for Terry? She's the short wife. Are you voting for Alonzo? He's the manly man in the battle of the Tupperware on the high shelf. We'll come back with the winner next.
Penis vagina. Penis vagina. Penis poop pee trala.
gavel. It's KROQ, Klein, Allie Show. You can watch us on YouTube or just listen to us on KROQ, or there's a podcast as well. If you missed parts of the show, you can catch up wherever you get your podcast. But right now we're in the middle of a petty claims court battle, and we are dealing with a couple. They've got that romance story you always hear about, Allie. Oh, met when they were kids and fell in love later in life. Now
they were both short.
They were both short, and then eventually he kept growing and she stayed the same size. And now they are fighting over something super petty, but it seems to bother both of them for different reasons. It's the putting away of the Tupperware on the top shelf. She is a little lady. She claims 5'2", but she leaves it out.
She sounds more like 3'9".
She washes all the dishes. She is the dishwasher, leaves out the Tupperware. All he's got to do is put it on the top shelf. He doesn't like to come home and see a pile of Tupperware on the counter. So they're fighting over that. We will determine who's right, who's wrong.
Alonzo, do you have any opinions about one of the first texts out the gate from 714 that says, Alonzo is a homo?
I mean, secretly maybe.
Ooh.
Okay, I don't think Alonzo, just because he's upset about the Tupperware. I know that
562, Alfonso is a puss.
Well, listen, there's a few people that are defending.
I'm taking it too far.
There's a lot of people that are defending Alfonso as well. He's battling his wife Terry right now. You guys are not in the same location right now?
No.
We are.
Oh,
kind of. He's in a different room.
Oh, different room. Got it. I
just can't see him.
We do have someone on the phone that deals with something similar, and they would like to give their thoughts on this. Cripple Cody, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hey, so yeah, I'm obviously in a wheelchair, and my fiance has to do like putting away the stuff that's up high, like Tupperware and that sort of thing. Homie, you just got to find something that she has to do down low. Like I clean the toilets and mop the floors and that sort of thing. Just find stuff for her to do.
She's all, aw.
That's terrible. So this this guy lives his life in a wheelchair. He can't do the high tasks. He can only do the low tasks. And by the way, in your wheelchair, she still makes you scrub the floor and the toilets?
She doesn't make me. I just do it because it's fair.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I do the toilets.
Oh, you do the toilets as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, 818 said, I have a short-ass wife, and she does the same annoying thing. But then when I ask her to get something under the sink because she's short, I feel like the a-hole.
Oh, right, because she could just grab the Drano because she's already down there, you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. And it's harder for big people to get on the floor, do all that, bend down.
We always say that the first 100 votes will determine who wins and who loses, and there's well more than 100 to pick from here, but it's the first 100 that will determine the winner of this case. Let's get to it right now. By the way, 909 said it sounds like she made the right choice in junior high.
Yeah.
When she decided not to date you. But I think you guys love each other, right?
That's right.
We do. I friend-zoned him for 10 years.
10 years of friend zone. I mean, they really
put him on the top shelf.
Women really look for a commitment.
Yeah.
And this guy kept strong. And you guys were, during that 10-year period before you ended up together, you were both doing your own thing, right?
I waited, and the least you could do is put the Tupperware away.
All right.
I waited.
At
the end of any argument. I waited for you.
Here we go. This is a lot of shorties checking in on the text line as well.
Yeah, I'm as a
Terry.
fellow shorty, I'm only 5 feet tall. I vote for Terry. But 5'6", as a man, I vote for Terry. Our women need us sometimes. Don't be a douche about it. Let's see, 818. I think she wins, and he needs to do the putting away of the Tupperware from now on. I was 100% with the husband until the wife said that she is doing all the dishes, and he said it should be done when he gets home. That was the nail in the coffin right there. And I believe this is kind of close to being a unanimous vote. Alonzo, you have not won this petty claims court. 562. Terry wins. His punishment is putting all the dishes away for being a whiny little bitch.
Wow. Someone said that it sounds like Terry Tupperwares the pants in that relationship. But we cannot guilty of a bad pun.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Terry, you've won, and it's never fun when Alonzo brought you. I mean, he's the one who brought you here and put you on blast, and you ended up smoking his ass. I mean, Allie's right. It was an almost unanimous vote, and I think they went with personality first. So you will be putting away all dishes, all Tupperwares moving forward, and there's nothing you can do about it. And also, as extra punishment, you will also be responsible for the toilets as well.
That's fair.
How did I end up with toilet duty?
Unfortunately, that's the way it goes here at Petty Claims Court. It's never fun when it goes that way, but thank you for bringing your problems to us. And if you are dealing with something in your relationship, even if it seems small and petty, you better believe we'll waste everyone's time to talk about it over the radio.
It's risky to take the stand in your own defense.
It is. Yeah, you should have not. You should have
spoken
just,
at all.
You should have just pled the fifth or something. Anyway, that's been Petty Claims Court. We've got your ADD news to get to in a few moments. And then, oh, yes, your Disneyland tickets. All in the immediate future here on KROQ. But first, some Offspring for you on KROQ. We're Klein, Allie Show. Good morning. Allie Show. One of the many things we got into this week, which I hate to even bring up again, is the fact that my wife, after talking to a friend of hers, the friend of hers, I guess, had put one of their poorly behaved kids, into an etiquette class to learn the basics of manners when sitting at the dinner table, primarily.
Which I will just say, even though I don't know this person, I'm sure her kids hate her for that.
Yeah, probably. And I made it through my life without going to an etiquette class. And look at me, Allie.
I'm looking.
I'm a joy to dine with.
We've got both of our elbows on the table as we speak.
Right now. Elbows on the table seems like an old school. I think when you look at the history of that, it was probably dated back to like scurvy or something that we don't even have anymore.
That's all etiquette is old school stuff.
Yeah, like etiquette, I feel like we've evolved. And I understand that, yes, we are, I think Jimmy Kimmel just got back from Japan, and he went into this whole rant about how kind of disgusting America is. Now it's a big joke now to the rest of the world because he goes to these other cities that are like clean and they're like, almost pristine.
Japan and Singapore and all that, they're very clean.
And that we should be able to do that in the sense that there is America does make a lot of money, but for some reason we just don't know how to spend it, or our political system is broken, or whatever you want to say. But he's been to a major city and seen what an actual clean, crime-free city feels like, and then you kind of come back to Southern California and it just looks like it's getting, just more disgusting by the day. Is etiquette a part of that? I don't know. I think it's a part of the unraveling of culture, sure, but
younger generations too are mannerless. I was reading an article about that.
And listen,
they're just throwing it out the window.
And this is why she said, let's just stop this now. We don't want to be the people. So she said we should do an etiquette class. I said no. We did a little quiz on the air. Turns out all of us don't know how to act in these situations, at least based on traditional etiquette. And then a couple of listeners said, why don't you have Klein ask his kids these questions and see how they do? Maybe they do great on the quiz and they don't actually need the etiquette at all. So I did ask my kids some of the questions we talked about on the show.
Oh, like what do you do if somebody farts in front
Right.
of you?
Yeah,
What were some of the other ones? I forget. It was like
it's like what are the most important rules of
about when you eat at the
sitting at the
dinner
table and this and that. So I did ask them, and they gave me their answers. Now I don't think they need etiquette class based on these answers. Etiquette question, guys, because I took a quiz on etiquette, and Mommy wants us to take etiquette class. If someone farts and then they say, "Excuse me," what are you supposed to say? Now we learned that there is an answer to this, and if someone does,
again, this
say,
is like drunk slurry Klein at home. I don't know why you always sound
I'm not
like
drunk.
you're
I'm
slurry.
tired. I'm not drunk. I'm tired because
It's an etiquette class.
and then they say, "Excuse me," what are you supposed to say?
Maybe run away because it stinks.
So, once again, that's not what you're supposed to do.
I would love it if everyone did that.
But
in society.
Society, you're supposed to acknowledge the person took credit, and you kind of just smile at them and say,
You're supposed to smile and nod.
in a
according to-
nonverbal way, you're supposed to basically say, "Thank you for
I
taking
acknowledge your excuse me.
credit." Right. But I thought my kid had a better answer.
Totally. Just running away is
Yeah.
so funny.
Maybe run away because it stinks.
So she's, once again, I think that she's thinking
How about Stein?
So the other child, this is the 5-year-old now, also had a answer for this question as well. This is all part of etiquette. If I farted right now, Sienna, and said, "Excuse me," what would you do?
You farted today.
That is the best. Telling somebody about their farts
Right.
is that's a class act
I
in
was
my book.
just trying to get the answer for the question. And she didn't
Speaking
have,
of,
she didn't
you're
have to-
disgusting.
She didn't have to rat me out.
You
But,
Oh,
farted today.
okay, thank you.
So
And you
direct.
didn't say excuse me.
So clearly,
Now everyone in the house is laughing.
yeah. Now I've become the punching bag of the family.
And you didn't say excuse me.
Okay, great, thank you. So the next question in
That's
etiquette
nice
class
etiquette,
to see if
Klein.
we.
You said thank you.
Yeah, I said thank you after she insulted me. See, that's good etiquette. I'm learning, right? Great, thank you. So the next question in etiquette class to see if we need this or not.
Hey, shut up.
Okay, that's not nice etiquette right there. You don't say that. She didn't want.
So-
She didn't want to do the quiz anymore.
She just told you to shut up.
She told me to shut up in the middle of the question. She was not happy to do the quiz about etiquette, and whatever. I don't think she's wrong here. No one wants to do the etiquette. My wife isn't even planning going. She wants to send me and the kids to learn.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You were making this point yesterday where people are they're as mean as they've ever been, but they're usually mean online. And your daughters are nice enough to be mean to your face.
And that's important that they learn that early.
It is.
I think you want to be confrontational at a young age. What is a nice way to say to someone that you are no longer interested in hearing their story?
Sorry, but
She doesn't want to be a part of this radio show. I don't blame her.
Because-
What are the three radio show? I don't blame her.
Because-
What are the three most
I
important?
see your phone there.
Yeah. What are the three most important manners to have at the table?
1, no elbows on the table.
Nice.
2, don't cross your legs, cross your knees. 3,
Cross your knees?
I don't know.
Does she know
I think she's
the
trying
body
to say
parts?
cross. She learned from Johnny. I think she's saying cross your legs.
Cross your ankles, not your knees.
I think she's trying to say that. I don't even know what that is. I think I taught her that as a sex thing. I was like, just cross your legs, keep them crossed.
2, don't cross your legs, cross your knees. 3, have your mouth closed when you're chewing.
Great.
4, eat with a fork. Don't eat like dog or with your hand. And
See?
yeah, that's probably it.
That's a great answer.
That's good etiquette right there.
She doesn't do any of those things, but she knows.
She knows. At least she knows.
And that was my point yesterday, is that people know the rules of the road, but it doesn't mean they follow them. They choose what to do.
Right. There's no rules of the table?
Nothing.
You just don't want to do it.
And don't talk about mean things. Like, I hate you, or you're dumb, or you're
Is she pretending to be a dumb person?
She's doing an impression of a dumb person.
dumb, or you're sexy.
Whoa.
You can't talk about that stuff. Inappropriate stuff. That's what she's trying to say. You don't talk about inappropriate stuff at the table.
Wait, Dad.
What is something you should never say at the table? Okay.
Oh
my God.
All right. Well, she's right. Those are things you don't say at the table. See?
What is your dinner conversation that they know all this stuff?
The problem.
Are you saying F it and S during
no.
And you're sexy during dinner?
No, but that's why we're talking about.
She obviously knows all the things you're not supposed to talk about for a reason.
Well, this is the problem with etiquette, is that it has now led to terrible etiquette. It's gotten way worse.
Your whole family is like, you're dumb, you're sexy,
I never
F
heard,
you.
I never heard the F word at my table once until just then.
This was all over dinner?
Yeah.
So you were recording this audio while you were eating dinner. That's horrible etiquette.
Well, I was trying to... You guys said...
Your phone's at dinner?
All right. Take a quick break.
She's right. F it, man.
F it. That's right. Quick break. Back in a second. Allie, your story is boring me. Goodbye.
Happy Gilmore 2 currently has a better score than the original. And Dave Portnoy posted about it. He was like, how is Rotten Tomatoes critic score for Happy Gilmore 2 higher than the original? What are we even doing here? Happy 2 was terrible, but who cares? It's the type of movie you can turn on, take a nap, and miss nothing.
Yeah, my expectations were low. My expectations were exceeded because I went into it. I went into it high, first of all.
Well, of course.
And I also went into it just going, I'm going to try to transport myself back to when I first saw Happy Gilmore, 30 years ago.
Yeah, I guess I think at this point in my life, I don't have time for bad movies. Even I'm going to watch this high and half
You don't have time for bad movies?
I don't even have time for a movie.
Well, get out of here.
What's Sandler think about that?
Yeah. Are you sure you stupid lesbian?
Okay, now I'll watch it.
Okay, good.
Klein, Allie, show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
You can pick any Disney character of your choosing right now, and Vanessa will say goodbye to you as that character. So it doesn't have to be one of the ones she did. It can be any Disney character. Go ahead.
Hey, congratulations!
That just offended the entire gay population, for sure.
Congratulations!
Vanessa, hold on. Do it clear. I don't want to talk over that. You did it so well.
This is Donald. Donald, what's his last name?
Stop, you idiot. All right, we got to take a break. Let's.
Oh, my God.
We'll take a break. We'll be back.
That is incredible, man.
Klein Alley Show.
Further proof that you are the mush. This is what Allie claimed on the airwaves of this radio station on July 7th.
Ozzy Osbourne is 76, going on 140. He has looked 100 for the last 20 years, and I think we're all amazed he's even still alive. And I'm sure if you're listening to this, you're thinking, wow, Allie, good job mushing Ozzy Osbourne. You're probably going to be reporting on his death tomorrow.
Wow. I mean, that is like the power that you have is kind of...
Come on!
Allie truly is
the angel of death.
The angel of death. Do not let her
No,
name...
it's you.
If your name hits her lips, consider your days very numbered. She's like a living, breathing Final Destination movie. Further proof that you are the mush. This is what Allie claimed on the airwaves.
It's time for ADD News.
Is there a tsunami headed our way? If you checked the news around 8 p.m. last night, you probably thought that was the case, and you totally freaked out if you live near an ocean. There was a big-ass earthquake in eastern Russia. It was one of the top 10 biggest earthquakes in history, 8.8. And I saw 8.9 in some reports, but there have been no deaths reported so far. But there were a ton.
Dude, that's an earthquake line, okay?
That's a big one.
I didn't feel
don't
it.
worry about all these like 3.5s that we're having, dude. That 8-point thing, oh my God,
Yeah,
dude,
but
that's
Omar,
bananas.
an 8.8 in Russia, I didn't feel. A 3.3 in the Valley, I feel that. And that is intense.
That doesn't mean you have to be scared. A scare does.
Well, listen, no one more scared than Vanessa. I mean, she had a full-on meltdown.
Okay. I'm sorry for the late text message. I just saw KNX post. I literally live like 4 blocks away from the beach. Obviously, the tsunami's not going to come to me, right?
You know, she's so little that even like
Does she know how tsunamis work?
No, she doesn't. But also just a couple of drops of water enough to completely take her away. You know, Allie, she's
She
freaked
almost
out.
drowned once already. That's how she lost her teeth,
Well,
her teeth died.
Oh, that's right. Her teeth got crushed in the ocean, and she was freaking out because she lives right there in Long Beach, and she's like, "That's it, guys, goodbye." She basically said a goodbye message to us.
This is literally my biggest fear. Drowning is my biggest fear. Getting lost in the tumble of waves and debris is my biggest fear.
So, question, Vanessa, if that's your biggest fear, why do you live near the ocean?
Because I also like the beach. Okay. And I just never think a tsunami would happen.
Right.
So, if you're so deathly afraid, what action did you take to prevent, your biggest fear from actually coming?
I texted my friend that lives in a hill. I'm like,
in a hill?
She has a friend that lives in a hill. Don't ask follow-ups, Allie. Clearly.
Is it Jack or Jill?
Lives near me, but she's like, in a hill. I was like, can I come? She's like, you are okay.
Hey,
I was like, are you sure?
Who on the show offered you to come stay with them for the night?
You did, but I was like, are you kidding me? I'm not going to go all the way to the
I know, I'd rather die, right?
I put out
oh, my God.
I put out a sleeping bag on the floor in my kid's room. I said, Vanessa's going to love it here. And she never showed up.
Yeah, but then by the time it was like 12 or 1 a.m., everything had hit, and it really was not much. Like I said, they issued advisories and warnings in Hawaii and Japan and pretty much the whole coast of California. And I think Hawaii had the biggest wave, which was almost 6 feet, which is something. But in California, it basically was just a few boats rocking around and things like that. But of course, the media was already out there. They were all over it. And, I'm sure for a reporter, once you get out there and you're waiting for this big moment and then you realize that it is nothing, you have to make something out of nothing. And these were some of the interviews that they did.
I don't think we saw much of a tidal wave.
So that was a resident in Marina Del Rey.
And right now, you may be able to notice the water is pretty calm. There's not a lot of movement here, and that is a good sign. We talked to the security guard for this area here in Marina Del Rey. He tells us he thinks things will be okay, but of course, everyone here on high alert. Reporting live in Marina Del Rey, Monica de Anda, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Some of the reporters.
Hey, Monica, thanks. Be safe out there.
Be safe. Be safe out there.
But what's
literally no waves, no nothing.
It
the
looked
water
beautiful.
looks like glass.
I was like, oh my God, this looks gorgeous.
Some of the reporters were in full storm gear, ready to go. Like they had the full boots all the way up.
So then
the waders.
This news report continues with a breakdown from a meteorologist of how tsunamis and tidal waves work, and it is beyond confusing.
And our team coverage continues with meteorologist Leslie Lopez tracking the conditions right now.
Yeah, one of the bigger concerns when we talk about tidal waves and the origin and then how far it expands out to sea and in other locations is really that part of it. We're talking about that water vertically displacing based upon the slippage zone where that fault line is. Now, there's a couple things with the fault line that really contribute to how large that vertical displacement is, in addition to how far of an expanse it can carry. So, one, if this moves very high up and then really starts to vertically displace the water, we're talking about a very big wave making its way through, of course, our oceans. It also depends on how fast that slippage happens. As fast as it goes up and down, that creates also another area of force that would really help to create more opportunities for a very fast-moving tidal wave. And then in addition, this slip
I wish a
floor,
tidal wave would take her out.
of slip
Jesus.
was there. If it's thousands of miles across, I mean, it could be a very large area impacted by a tidal wave. So when you get these watches
tidal wave of words.
Upgrade to warnings. Again, all of the scientists are watching and waiting and seeing how some of this goes forward and moves through.
All the scientists are waiting. That's the end of the report. But I think what we're learning is that oceanography is boring.
Boring. Except for this reporter, which I thought was interesting.
And I know I shouldn't worry, but why is this so... I can't think. Anyways, guys, I'm not even kidding. Am I safe? What should I do?
So
and then she puts down the phone and just stares out the window.
I told Vanessa, stop, drop, and roll. And she spent most of her night stop, dropping, and rolling.
All right,
I blame movies. Sorry.
Well, I do think that people like Vanessa should be the one covering this.
Of course.
Because, just being like, oh my God, I don't know what's happening. That's at least exciting. More exciting than when they did.
You should have heard Vanessa earlier talking to Jake about, no, it could really happen. There was this movie in 2012 where I saw it happen.
And then she told me about her dream last night, or this recurring dream she has of getting swept away by a tsunami.
Yeah, it's like a video game. I've had this dream 3 times where a wave is following me, but I can jump over houses and it never catches me. But I know I can't do that in real life.
You should try.
I think we should find out.
Yeah, let's figure out. Maybe
let's
you can.
bring Vanessa to the wave pool of
Wild Rivers.
Yeah, Wild Rivers.
714 said Vanessa shouldn't be. She could just use all of her tiny towels, put them all together.
Oh my God, like Waterworld.
Yeah, that would be enough to survive. So we got a solution for you.
Okay, so there's a new app out there that people are calling revolutionary, and they say it could change everything in terms of how we interact with each other in everyday scenarios and also in emergencies. So this was created by Jack Dorsey, the creator of Twitter. It's called BitChat Mesh. Not a catchy name, I know, but it allows people to communicate with anyone that's nearby through Bluetooth only. So there's no Wi-Fi, there's no text data. You could be in airplane mode and you can chat. There's no login even, so you just download the app, create a fake name, and literally you can start chatting with whoever's around. So say you're at a restaurant and a couple starts fighting, you can chat with the strangers around you and go, what is this guy's deal? By the way, how are the fajitas here? You can talk to people on a plane and go, who's that guy that smells? You could be at a baseball game talking with each other. Or in a more serious note, like say there's an emergency situation in a building where there's like a shooter or something. You have an instant chat room with no Wi-Fi needed with everybody in that building so you can communicate about what to do even if the power's out, the Wi-Fi, etc. Or a tsunami, for example.
Yeah, but Allie, how do you know you're not chatting to the smelly person? So let's say by your scenario.
You could be. And maybe the smelly person now knows that he's the smelly person and everyone else is anonymous. So
it's an anonymous way to chat with people that are within a Bluetooth range.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
That's a good opportunity.
And it's a great idea for hookups,
that's
for
what it's
gossip.
going to be used for. Like everything else, it's just going to be used to try to hit on people. And I feel bad
I'm on a bad date. This is terrible. Who wants to hook up right now?
I already put up.
I mean, my first instinct was like, I'm going to mess with people so hard.
Oh, it's great for that.
You
I mean,
know?
just think about even how many times pilots have to go and yell at the people on the plane because they're airdropping D's to each other while they're sitting there waiting in a taxi.
I know.
That's what this is going to be used for
And
constantly.
now they can do it via BitChat Mesh.
Right.
The numbers are in for Happy Gilmore, and whether you liked it or not doesn't really matter because you watched it. And views are views, and there were a lot of them. Over 46 million people watched the movie within the first 3 days, which is a Netflix record. It's the most watched movie in the U.S. Like it's the biggest opening for Netflix basically in the U.S. The most watched movie on Netflix ever is still a movie with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot. It's that movie Red Notice, which has been watched 230 million times.
Well, there you go. A new hour of the show right now on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to your summer hours, kids. Here we are together again. Normally it wouldn't be us. You'd be listening to 40 minutes nonstop KROQ, but instead
It's nonstop Klein Alley Show.
you're stuck with 40 minutes nonstop idiots hanging out with you. But this hour will make it worth your while because we got those Disneyland tickets coming up soon. Hopefully you've been paying close attention to everything we've talked about on the show so that you're able to participate in the Disney quiz for 4 one-day, one-park tickets.
Yeah, if you are taking notes and listening carefully, then you're in good shape. All you got to do is call.
I know that people were very freaked out, understandably, as we just heard from Vanessa, about the possible threat of the tsunami. Surfers were excited about what it would potentially do to the waves.
Oh, yeah, there are people that rush over when tsunami warnings happen.
So, but here we are, sitting around just like nothing happened. Just another day.
Well, Katie was worried about it last night, and she was like, it seems like everything's going to hit at 1 a.m. I was like, so what are you going to do? Are you going to send an alarm?
Right.
Like,
I know.
Are we just going to wait for destruction to hit? I don't think by then it'll be that much of a thing.
They went to a live report in Hawaii last night because it was supposed to hit around 10 o'clock, 10:15 our time. In Hawaii, it was supposed to hit. So they were like, and here we are, let's go down to the scene. And you know, like we talked about, it's very sensationalistic. We see tsunami, we see 8.8 earthquake, we all get real excited about it.
Yeah.
And then when there's just not much there, they've got to figure out, well, that was our plan for the news coverage, so let's come up with something.
It proves that nobody really knows about tsunami warnings and what they mean, because the warning versus an advisory versus there's different levels of warnings.
I saw our friend Dr. Jones was all over the place again.
Dr. Lucy, yeah.
They go for her, and I still think that we gave her her best interview yet because the news is just, she seems so over it now. She's like, yep, 8.8, whatever, then maybe an aftershock.
Probably sees the alert and she's like, damn it.
I know. That's the real one. Here comes the calls again. She just gets left alone all the time.
Hey, Lucy, about Russia.
Oh, God. Well, she's back at it. Lots to get into this hour. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you're new to the show, you will learn to love and or hate us eventually. If you need us, the phone number is 800-520-1067. And we continue with today's show after Killers on KROQ. not going to like this at all, Allie. You are going to hate this.
Okay.
I'm going to warn you right now. We have a tradition around here, and it's called Eat Your Words. And we have done this multiple times when one of us makes a claim over the air, and we think it'll just be like, oh, they said that, and we move on. But that's not how it works around here, which is why I had to pierce my nipple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you say something, you got to follow through.
When you guys forced me to do that. What's that, Jake?
Renali said she was going to shave her head.
Renali said she was going to shave her head recently.
I didn't say I was going to shave my head ever.
You're going to hate this much worse than that, actually. Do you remember the time that the passenger landed the airplane because the pilot had a heart attack?
Yes.
And Omar said, easy peasy lemon squeezy?
Yes.
And then we forced him to go...
In a plane
and land it.
Yeah.
And luckily we had a listener who had a plane, and they let Omar land the plane. And
they did 90% of it.
No.
Omar claims...
They were like 10% hands-on, and then I took over.
Omar said the part that was the most important Omar did, or else and then the guy had to step in so the plane didn't crash. But still, Omar did. But
that
the point
did
is,
happen, for sure.
The point is, we don't allow people to just say things here and move on.
Yeah.
We force them to do it. There was that time that Jake claimed that during Free Pancake Day, he could easily eat 2 stacks of pancakes.
And we said, eat your words.
So we forced him to eat his words literally by getting 2 stacks of pancakes. And that was really when Jake started ballooning to his maximum weight of 210 pounds.
It was when we started getting heavy into food challenges that it really turned for him. And I think Vanessa had to help him finish that stack, if I remember.
Allie, you claimed something on the air, which I didn't even know about because I wasn't here. It was the Monday back from 4th of July break. I was not here. I don't think anyone was here, to be honest, except you and Vanessa. Jake was off. He was getting a colonoscopy. Omar was on his extended vacation.
Johnny had to move unexpectedly.
Right. Johnny got evicted from his house because he wasn't letting the women he lived with film him take poops or something.
You were dealing with funeral stuff.
Right. So all of us were not here.
It was just me and Vanessa, all women's show.
And luckily, actually, a few people tipped me off to this on the DMs, that you made a claim on the airwaves of KROQ, and we were about to force you now to eat your words. So listen to this. Do you remember what you said? Because I've got the audio here.
I know there's a few things that I said that I was glad you were not listening for. Thanks a lot, douche listeners.
Do you remember? Do you remember when you said this? Hold on, here's the clip. Listen.
6 hot dogs in 10 minutes, which I was like, dude,
that is a lot of hot dogs.
No, I think that is totally doable. 6 hot dogs in 10 minutes. You're not anything. That's just lunch at that point.
Why did you say that? What were you talking about? Obviously, you're talking about the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, we were talking about the hot dog eating contest because the women's scoreboard was, there was one woman that ate 6 hot dogs in 10 minutes, and I was like, this is not champion level, these are not champion
40.
numbers.
The winner.
But like the woman in like 5th or 6th place had 6, and I was like, that's not. Then you're not even training at that point. That's just a person. Any person can probably do that without training. That's what was my argument that I now regret.
So you claim that 6 hot dogs in 10 minutes is, quote, just lunch.
It's doable. I said it's totally doable.
Very aggressive lunch. It's very aggressive.
I don't want to eat 6 hot dogs.
Hold on, because you did go. You doubled down on your statement. I want to play this for you.
6 hot dogs. I see that as 3 and 3.
That's just Vanessa explaining what 6 is.
I love it.
Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Play that again.
That's the way a child would explain.
I go 3 plus 3.
Oh my God!
If you were to ask a child, how would you get 6 hot dogs? This is exactly how they would answer.
6 hot dogs. I see that as 3 and 3.
That's right, Vanessa. You get a sticker.
Point to that.
Are you guys sad you missed this? Yes, you are.
You get a sticker. Give Vanessa a gold star.
I'm learning.
You could also see 2, 2, 2.
You could, right. What is another way you could get to 6 hot dogs, Vanessa? Give me another way.
1, 1, 1.
That's still not enough.
I think you're missing one.
That's not enough.
Anyways, I want to explain myself.
Okay.
3 so I was like, okay, 6 hot dogs. I see that as 2 meals. 3 lunch, 3 dinner.
Oh.
But that's
You're
not.
a fatty.
But that's not 10
But
minutes.
if you eat 3, it's okay.
Vanessa.
But if you eat 3, it's okay. I'm so sorry.
But that's.
So sorry, fatty.
That's not in 10 minutes. So Allie claimed, listen to this, because this is the statement she made when none of us were here. She thought she could slide it under the old radar.
I feel like 3 hot dogs feels like a right amount of meal.
You have to think about when they're eating them, they're usually eating 2 at a time in their mouth. Right. So you only have to do that 3 times, and then you have to eat the buns. I feel like I could eat 6 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Well, guess what, Allie?
No. Guess what? The conversation's over.
No, it's not.
Guess what? We're moving on.
Tomorrow, our buddy from Pink's Hot Dogs.
No.
Oh, cool.
No.
I love the hot dog.
Make
Pink. Her do it.
Richard Pink is going to be in here.
God,
our buddy.
why does he show up out of nowhere?
Because we had to plan it behind the scenes without you knowing.
Look.
And he's going to bring with him.
No, his hot dogs are too big.
6 hot dogs.
No. I'm talking about like little Dodger dog style. That's what I'm envisioning.
Dodger dogs aren't small
Dodger dogs
either.
are huge.
Massive.
Yeah.
No, they're the little ones.
In fact, someone actually had a great
You're talking about the ballpark ones, I think.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
They have
about.
a $40 hot dog at Dodger Stadium this year that's called like the Anaconda or something.
Slug or something.
The slug.
Anaconda.
Yeah, listen.
Such an aggressive name for it. Why did you have to make it so sexual? Like they would do that at Dodger Stadium. It's so family friendly.
Someone left a message about it, and I think they actually made a really good point that we should be using Vanessa's. I know in this particular case, you're the one who's going to eat the hot dogs tomorrow because you said it. But listen, this guy makes...
Yeah, but I can't do those ones. Like the Pink's ones are huge.
Yeah.
I can't do 6 of those.
Those aren't any bigger than the ones they eat.
Yes, they are. They're like 8. They're like 9 inches long. Those hot dogs.
They have big ones there, but we'll just tell them to bring the standards. You said you could do it easily.
The standards are still long.
Quote, 6 hot dogs, 10 minutes, easy.
I don't want to eat six hot dogs.
Of course you don't, but you're going to because that's what you claimed. Or you shave your head.
That's not the or. No, we're not oring with the shave. Now you're going to put the shaving the head thing as an or for everything. And I'm never going to take it, by the way.
So then eat the hot dogs. You said you could.
Well, what do I get if I do it then?
To shave your head.
Give me incentive. I'm not.
Get to shave.
I'm not going to do that.
Last thing you want after all that hot dogs, all that hair.
The pride.
The pride,
that
Allie.
you stuck to your guns.
You think that I would be doing this if I cared about pride?
Allie, you claimed on the radio, and listen, I just want to play this next clip because this is so interesting.
I have lived my whole life without pride, and I'm doing just fine.
You're not.
I am.
You're living a prideless life. And I want to point out exactly, and Vanessa is the real reason that you have to do this tomorrow. Listen to this.
You only have to do that 3 times, and then you have to eat the buns. I feel like I could eat 6 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
All right,
I don't want
good
to
thing
try.
no one is here, because they would make you want to try this.
Exactly.
Good thing no one is here because they would make you want to try this. You thought you could slide it in under the radar.
I thought no one was listening.
Well, turns out someone was.
Great.
And now tomorrow, and anyone want to say Allie can't do it? Because I believe she will not. Just like I was convinced she would lose to those kids in pickleball, and she got her ass smoked.
I did.
Smoked by those children.
Yeah, our boss actually asked about that yesterday.
Those 2 tykes destroyed that one dyke.
Well, they were really good. I didn't know that they had their animals like a professional.
Tomorrow, 6 dogs versus 1 hog.
Hey.
Omar, make the name. Make the.
If I shave my head, will you change the name?
No, that's the name.
Dude.
It's 10 minutes.
I think I need some kind of incentive to just, other than just say no. I'm not doing
Did
this.
Omar get incentive when he landed the plane? By the way, do you guys remember
That's fun.
I said that gravy makes every food better, and you made me then for the next week I had to eat dog food with gravy on it to prove a point that gravy makes everything better?
You have one little bite. Big deal. Got your nipple pierced, took it out. Who cares?
Oh my God!
I'm going to feel uncomfortable all day. I'm probably going to throw up.
Eat your words, bitch.
No. Okay.
Good comeback.
Thank you. 6
now
glizzies.
that you got all girl sassy on me.
6 glizzies and 10 mizzies. There's another name for you. We got a lot of them coming through.
I just had to find a name I like.
So tomorrow, what time's that happening tomorrow, Vanessa, so people can plan accordingly?
In that 8 a.m. hour.
Okay, 831 said they'll buy me a PS5 if I can do it, so I'm in. That's real incentive.
Is that Klein Charlie?
I don't care. I got a new daddy.
10 hot dogs and buns.
The buns? Shut up. That's not.
It's 6 dogs.
I don't think. I think
1 hog.
I think I can do the hot dogs. I don't think I can do the buns. Can I dip them in water like
you gotta do
Joey
the buns.
Chestnut?
You can dip them in water.
You dip them in water, whatever you want.
Okay, I want little buns.
No, it's the way Pinks does it.
Size everything. Come on.
6 of them.
It has to be the traditional kind.
Hey, when's Brad Williams coming tomorrow? Is he going to be in here?
Do I have to eat him?
At the same time?
At the same time.
You got to eat Brad, too. You got to eat Brad as well. All right, great. So tomorrow's going to be a fun
Lizzies
show.
and Mizzies?
We will be right back after this quick break. Your Disneyland tickets in the immediate future. But be careful what you say around here because we will force you to eat your words.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop for.
I want to be a part of it.
Get lost in Times Square. Get cast in a Broadway musical you didn't audition for. All while folding a slice and standing in line for a $12 bagel. When you see 9 Inch Nails in New York. Hail the cab at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to score tickets to their sold-out show at the Kia Forum on September 18th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in New York. Courtesy of Live Nation and ICLG. You'll come see us, 9 Inch Nails, at the Forum, only on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ.
Klein Allie show. Get you into some Imagine Dragons. They just added another show at the Hollywood Bowl. That's coming up in a moment. But right now, let's talk about summer 2024. Feel them tropical vibes, Allie.
Yeah, man.
That's right. Will this be
the only summer music we
That's
have?
all we got. Generic summer songs, baby.
Couldn't
So,
have played my summer song.
nah, it's too many words. Too much singing.
Just enough words.
This
and
is-
more rapping.
We also, every time we play it, we get sued by Sublime.
That's
so
not true.
We can't play that song. But we can talk to you about what you believe that 2024 will be the summer of. Everyone looks back and they go, yeah, that was the summer of this. That was the summer of that. That was the summer of civil unrest, huh?
Remember the summer of civil unrest?
That
and
was
then
fun.
the summer of schlub, and then there was the summer of rob, because everybody was robbing everybody.
Yeah, that'll probably continue, though. I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon.
Mhm.
But summer schlub was kind of cool because that was where everyone was like, we can just go out being all sloppy, and that's in style.
Yeah, hot girl summer was a rough one for me.
Hot girl summer was Allie's 9/11. She will never forget. And she had to hide for 3 months inside during hot girl summer.
But now we have to predict what the next summer is going to be.
Let me say hi to Sierra. We'll take these calls. We all have our own predictions as well. And if anyone actually turns out to be right at the end of this whole thing, we'll give you something probably. Sierra, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What will
So,
2024
honestly,
be?
I think it's going to be the summer of stoned. Everyone's not really drinking alcohol. They're all kind of quitting this year for whatever reason, but everyone's still picking up a pipe, smoking a joint.
That's so true. And I also think it's going to be like a summer of microdosing, where people are going to be taking those like mushroom pills and stuff like that. They're going to be doing other things to feel
Go ahead. No one help her. Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm going to work this out.
I think someone's macro dosing right now.
If only you could expand your mind to think about what you're going to say.
There, exactly.
Yeah, like, what are you going to say? People are going to do what?
People are going to do other things in order to feel altered. That's the word I was looking for.
Jesus Christ.
That was way easier than
that was not even a big word. You couldn't come up with altered? On an alternative music station that we're currently on? All right, yeah, that's... I think that's an interesting early call because I do think people are...
And I think it's
quote,
cheaper.
micro-dosing a lot and doing functional mushrooms.
Mhm.
That'll be happening a lot more this... And summer is the best season for that, I think.
Totally.
Because people are kicking back more.
Yeah, you're just laying in a lounge chair in the sun, just microdosing.
I just want to say,
good.
as a PSA, there's a very slippery slope and a fine line between a microdose and an actual dose.
Mm-hmm.
And don't necessarily believe, because I've now gotten involved in quite a few little chocolate bars where they say like one, and they always have their little guide, which I don't think is scientific, where it's like 1 triangle is micro and 2 triangles is chill and 3 triangles is whoa. You know, or they always do those.
You're like, what does this mean?
Yeah, it's always this like, 1 is this, 2 is this, 3 is question mark, question mark, question mark.
Well, and they always say like certain dosage on like food, but it's very inaccurate
Of
when they've
course.
actually done tests on them.
Yeah.
Like they say something has 5 or 10 milligrams, and it could be that, or it could be way more. You don't know.
You don't know, but that's an interesting early pick. I like that. Hey, Dylan on KROQ this morning. Summer of what? 2024 summer is officially here. We're a month away now from 4th of July. So what do you got?
I think it's going to be the summer of FOMO. You know what FOMO is? Fear of missing out.
Yes, thank you. We all
What
know
is
what
FOMO again?
is, but why will this be the summer? Why will this be the summer of that though?
Meme stocks are going crazy, man. FFIE for the win, man. Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, you
Rowan
know,
Kitty. Come on, man.
I did see that, by the way, and the GameStop went up again. The guy, Rowan Kitty, bought like another 200 million shares of it or something like that. So there is going to be a lot of I hear what he's saying. I did have some FOMO for that as well because I go, man, I should have gotten involved when I was
So
first
it's
going to
going to
get
be
involved.
like money-related FOMO?
I mean, all sorts of related. But I think summer always is that because summer is the time when everyone seems to be posting on their story like on a vacation, somewhere fun, somewhere tropical, at a festival. And if you're just scrolling that and not doing it, I guess there is that feeling of like, man, I wish I was. I don't even think I want to ever be there. I just like, it looks fun, but I know I wouldn't have fun if I was doing
Yeah,
it.
but I also think it's going to be the summer of overspending. I think people are going to spend beyond their means and beyond their budget because they want to have some kind of cool posty trip.
Are you saying summer of debt?
Yeah.
Is that your pick? Summer of debt?
Yeah,
Because they'll
I
look back.
I was going to go with hot alien summer, but let's go with debt.
Debt is a better pick, I think. I agree. I think that this is. I mean, look, inflation's getting high. Jobs are getting scarce.
Mm-hmm. And I think
But
people want to travel even though inflation is crazy and the flights are crazy, and they're just going to go anyway and like deal with the consequences later.
And that's the problem when people say things like, take your mental health seriously, is that I think people use that as an excuse to go like, I really shouldn't go to
I'm gonna
Fiji
do
right
this
now,
for me.
but I need this for me. So I'm going to go ahead and open up 4 credit cards.
And then 6 months later, your mental health is horrible because you're in crippling debt
Right.
and really anxious about it.
Juan Carlos, 2024 will be the summer of what?
I believe 2024 is going to be the summer of Slicey.
Okay, you son of a bitch. Swicey. It is a swicey.
Swice summer.
It's a swicey summer.
So swicey.
It is a sway. We learned that yesterday in the ADD News.
The
It's all
summer
about,
of Swice.
It's all about mixing that sweet and spicy together. The summer of Swice is not a bad pick.
And Klein loves a hot honey.
Yeah, he's a Swice guy.
I am I've accepted it. I tried to fight it, guys, but I am, at my core, I am a Swice guy. All right? I'm pretty fly for a Swice guy. We've established that. Vanessa, you believe 2024 will be the summer of what?
Rollerblading.
It's a terrible pick.
Always tries to shoehorn rollerblading in.
I'm telling you.
Every time I go to the beach, every single time there has been more and more rollerbladers and roller scalers.
Scalers. It will be the summer of roller scaling. I was thinking that same thing.
I think that because after the pandemic, everyone was trying to take up rollerblading, and now people are still trying to stick with it.
Well, they bought them, and they're
I'm
like...
telling you, I see more and more every time I go to the beach.
Johnny, Postmaster Johnny, you're in the know. 2024 will be the summer of what?
It's going to be the summer of men's crop tops. Dudes cropping their top. What you laughing at so hard for?
I love that. It's just so specific.
Oh, hell yeah.
Johnny's convinced. I was trying on a shirt.
Does he have one?
Yeah, he wears them now. And I was trying on a shirt.
He
the other
does?
day. He goes, dude, you got to cut. He tried to convince me to cut the T-shirt I was wearing into a belly shirt.
Oh,
and
my
I
God,
said,
you should have done it.
I said, Johnny, what the hell are you talking about? He goes, dude, you look like such a square in that dumb long shirt. You got to cut that thing. And I go, cut it to where? And he showed me like just above my belly button. I said, Johnny, have you seen my body, my middle section?
It's probably cooler when dads do it, dude. You got probably stuff off good.
Way.
Yeah,
But
Johnny's shirts are getting shorter and shorter.
his shirts are getting short. I just thought he was trying to figure out how to do laundry for the first time.
I thought he was just too tall and was buying the wrong size shirt.
Well, that's true too. It's like a lot of the shirts I've thrift, they're like really short. They only make clothes for like small European men. It's like big 6'4" dudes like me never have a chance with cool clothes.
Good point. Whatever you said makes a lot of sense.
So you just got to go crop top.
KROQ, Klein, Allie show. You put up with us for regular hours. You put up with us for summer hours almost. And the very least we can do is reward you with 4 tickets to Disneyland. It's time to see if you were paying any attention to today's show. If these phones are accurate and every single line has someone on there that claims they have been listening to the entire show today, which, they always tell us in these meetings. No one listens to the radio for the full show. Why even bother? Why try?
Well, what is the number one thing people tell us when they meet us at events? I listen to you every single morning, all 4 hours.
Right. That's what they say. But then they claim that their research, the suits.
10 minutes.
The suits claim, 10 minutes if you're lucky. People listen for 3 minutes, and they're really not even paying attention to you. You're just background noise.
Right now, they're deciding to change the channel.
Right, which is always great confidence builders for us. They're not really listening to you guys. And I said maybe that's true for other shows that don't try. But in this particular show, we encourage you listening longer. This is as good as we get, and it ain't much. But tomorrow we're going to have a little person sitting in here while Allie tries to put 6 hot dogs into her mouth.
So then, who's listening now?
That's you trying there?
That's us trying.
That's us trying.
That's us trying.
You know how much we had to coordinate?
Yeah, a lot of calls had to be made. Let's say hi to Todd in Riverside. Give Todd the first shot at this, but if Todd fails, and he may, be honest. I've met a few Todds. Don't have a lot of confidence. We'll move on. And someone on the phone, it could be Alex or Nina, Ricardo, Jennifer, Evelyn, Jeff, even maybe one of you that hasn't called yet. You could be the winner of these Disneyland tickets. We got 4 of them. Let's say hi to Todd, as we said, in Riverside. Good morning, Todd. Welcome to KROQ. How goes it?
Good morning. How's it going?
You've been listening to the entire show today, you claim?
All morning.
Have you been taking notes, or are you just going to trust your memory?
I got a pretty good memory, I think.
Okay, first question. Once again, you got to get 3 out of 5 right, or we can move on to someone else. Question number 1. Early in the show, we listened to a message from Blind Charlie, and he came up with a 3-word phrase to try to convince Allie to shave her head. What was the 3-word phrase that he came up with?
Oh, man. My memory's failing me.
You're being a real Todd, Todd.
You're being a real Todd right now.
Damn it.
All right, well, that's not a good start for you, but it's okay. Other people have gotten the first one wrong and still moved on to win, so this is what Blind Charlie did say.
Chrome that dome. Chrome that dome.
Chrome that dome was his big chant to try to convince Allie to shave her head, because if it doesn't rhyme, she's not interested.
You know, somebody suggested that if I eat 6 hot dogs in 10 minutes, you all shave your heads.
Let's not change the subject here. Moving on, Todd. Don't blow it. Question number 2.
All right.
During Man vs. Machine, we were talking about how people are using robots now more than ever to plan their travel. And the AI technology told us exactly how many days a vacation should be to achieve peak happiness. How many days is that?
I believe it was 5.
Let's find out. If you're right.
Studies show happiness peaks around day 8 of vacation.
8. Todd, you need to get these next 3 right, or it's proof that you did not listen, and we have to give your Disneyland tickets to someone else. You don't want to be a Todd. You don't want to be a Todd. I don't think he's going to get this next question right, but maybe he will.
Well, these are hard.
We received a tribute call to Ozzy Osbourne, who's having his ceremony today in his hometown, and a tribute song that came from an artist who calls himself What? We listened to a very strange song from a guy, and he left his message on the go line, but he goes by what strange name?
Damn it! I know it's like on the tip of my tongue, but I guess I'm a Todd today.
You're a
real retard.
Oh, hey, Jake.
Oh, man.
Jake, only if he calls back, we can call him back.
I think it's worse that Todd's laughing at that.
All right. I'm sorry, Todd. Of course, the answer we were looking for was...
Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Big chocolate, the toe sucker.
Big chocolate, the toe sucker. Wow, you went 0 for 3. Well, we move on now. That's what happens sometimes. And we go to Norwalk, and we say hi to 562 for an opportunity to win these Disneyland tickets. Have you been listening to today's show?
Yes, I have, Klein. I love you.
Okay, I love you as well. Thank you for saying that. Allie was watching a very dirty show while at the gym.
Dirty.
And running on the treadmill, but she didn't care she was out in public. What was the name of the show that Allie was watching?
The Hunting Wife.
Okay, that is absolutely correct, and you're off to a great start.
I don't even think you could have gotten that, and you watched it.
I keep forgetting
You've
the name
never
of
said
it.
the correct name.
Not once. Question number 2. During our Employee of the Month segment, we talked about some Caltrans employees that got in trouble for having what at their retirement party?
They had alcohol and a stripper.
Oh, my God, you even pronounced it right.
Correct. Alcohol and a stripper is absolutely right. That's taxpayers' money hard at work. And now you've gotten 2 right, which means you're probably going to get this 3rd question right. But let's go ahead and hope. Omar and Jake went head-to-head today in a battle that we've never done before on the air, but I bet you we do it again. What was the battle that Omar and Jake went head-to-head on today?
It was a sound off to see who was the true audio sniper.
Wow, that is absolutely correct. You've gotten 3 in a row right. You're going to Disneyland. Those tickets are yours. Congratulations. Thank you for listening to the entire show.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you.
Hey, thank you for not being a Todd, more importantly. And if you missed the sound war earlier, I'm going to let a live one happen right now for those people that missed it. Jake claims he's the original audio sniper.
I am. That's my word.
So, Jake, we give you another opportunity to go against Omar.
Earn your title that you're giving yourself.
Whenever you're ready, Jake, go. Omar?
Okay, let's go.
I win this round.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
Omar wins. That's the audio sniper for you.
He just blew on his pistol.
Hold on, and thank you for listening to the show. It means a lot to us, all right? Oh, she's gone.
She got what she needed.
I got my Disney tickets.
Jake's thing was, oh, man.
Here is your new Sublime. It is called Ensenada, and we'll come back with your takeaways from today's show. Favorite takeaway? We're going to send you to KROQ's pool party happening tomorrow at Morongo with Almost Monday. So get us your takeaways right now. Win yourself some access to KROQ's pool party. After this from Sublime on Klein Alley Show. Good morning. Thank you, Sublime. It's KROQ, Klein Alley Show. We're going to wrap it up, do some takeaways, get out of here, turn things over to Nicole Alvarez, and then we will continue to hook you up with tickets all day long for 9 Inch Nails. Listen again at noon, 3 and 6. Get on the standby list so we can send you to New York City and win yourself into the sold-out 9 Inch Nails show right here in Southern California. Tomorrow on the show, our very funny buddy, Brad Williams, will be back in our studio to hang out, which means he obviously has some show around here he's got to sell tickets to. But also he's our friend. That's why he's coming. And Allie will attempt to eat 6 hot dogs in 10 minutes because she says easy peasy.
For no reason.
Yeah, you claimed you could do it. So you have to eat your words. That's tomorrow. Our buddy,
How about this? If you do it, I'll shave my head. But if you don't do it, you shave your head.
I'm not going to shave my head.
It's a great deal right there.
I'm not. Let's just take this off the table. It's not happening.
Chrome that dome.
Not just because you keep saying it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
It rhymes. You have to do it.
No.
By the way, did you see that meme that listener of ours that survived cancer sent us that says Allie hates cancer kids?
That's a meme?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's doing very well right now.
Move over Coldplay couple.
That's our listener, Hillary.
Allie hates cancer kids is the new meme.
Pull that clip.
This listener said our show got her through all of her chemo, and it was very nice to hear that. And she called in today. Her name was Hillary.
Don't try and guilt trip me because you wouldn't shave your head either. You're too vain.
Let's not turn this around on me.
If hypothetically I even did this, would you do it with me?
Yeah.
You're making a face.
I would. You go first.
You're not really going to do it.
You first.
No.
Yeah.
At the same time, guys.
You first.
No,
Hey,
I'm not.
Omar had a good point.
Yeah, it
If we
would be at
brought
the
in
same
that, who's that girl you have a
Emma
crush
Watson.
on? Emma Watson. If we brought in Emma Watson to shave your head for you.
Would she make out with me first?
No, not after she saw you like that. Probably neither.
I said first.
No.
And
That's
it's a
what I
big
meant.
charity event, and we do it like, and we shave both of your heads, like in a theater or something like that. We raise like.
Oh wait, a theater.
Oh no, Allie.
If it's for a role, that's different.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm open to it, but it doesn't
You're
matter.
open to it. Great. Well.
We still got to get through
Once
this.
you're-
Come on, that's such a win.
We still got to get through this celebrity fridge
Yeah,
bit.
your hair would grow back in like a month. Okay. And mine would take at least a year.
Cancer schmancer. Where's the audio sniper on that one? Huh? Someone asked. All right, let's get to your takeaways from today.
Cancer schmancer.
There you go.
Well done.
Shoehorn it in.
Takeaways.
Tell me how to do my job. What the hell?
All right,
That's the
Jake, why don't
text
you
line.
add to it too? There you go.
All right, takeaways from today's show. If you don't know what you're listening to right now, don't worry. It'll make sense eventually. What do we got on the text line?
707, my takeaway is when I picture 6, I think of 3 and 3.
It's the only way to do 6, according to Vanessa.
More numbers. 909, my takeaway is a quarter of a year is 4 months.
Yeah, we did. I learned that the hard way today.
650, my takeaway is tarantulas aren't scary. They're just horny.
Very horny. Right?
818, YouTube is going to start limiting what Vanessa sees.
Yep.
818, 10 years of friend zoning doesn't get you Tupperware put away.
Nope.
And 213, my takeaway is Vanessa loves turkey and provolone.
Loves that
Potentially with alcohol.
Hey, Vanessa, we got a deal for that parking spot, right? $100 and a turkey sandwich?
Let's do it. Yes.
All right. There you go to the ATM.
Okay.
Get you a sandwich.
I love it.
What's your takeaway from today's show, Jake the Nerd?
Quarters are 25 cents long.
That's what we learned on today's show. Very valuable math information. This was maybe our most educational show yet, which is very scary. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is that Tupperware is the sock of the kitchen.
Sure is. Omar, takeaway?
My takeaway is that Allie's currently listening to the new Haley Williams record without buying any hair dye.
Yeah, she's stealing from the artist that she
I haven't
loves so
stolen
much.
yet.
We will take a break for the next, 20 hours. We'll see you again tomorrow morning. If you need us in the meantime, the GOAT line's open for you now, 844-956-GOAT. Have a great rest of your day and stick around for Nicole Alvarez next on KROQ.
Klein Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
If your kitchen